What do you got, Vinny?
Where we should be there
Yeah, on YouTube.
on all the places.
Because the Balvenies are closing. They're. I'm getting thirsty. There's lots of good Balvenies in this auction.
All right, you did it, Vinny. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You okay?
Doublewood. That sounds good.
We're live on YouTube. That's going good. I got some chat open on the screen here. So let's talk about what's going on. We are selling like 865 lots today. Lots close every 15 seconds. So every 15 seconds, something new is closing. And then they cascade. If it gets a bid in the last, I think, minute, it extends it by another minute or two.
I think it's 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's snipe-proof bidding is really what that is. It's so that somebody can't jump in the last second and steal a bottle. So you get a notification, you get another couple seconds to place your bid. But this way, we don't just have an auctioneer standing at the podium rattling off lots and going down the list and taking them from multiple sources. Everybody's on the same app. The computer's handling all the bidding. It's all transparent. It's all legit. And I love it. I think our software works good. It's from a company called Bid Wrangler, and they've done a great job for us. So far, the user experience seems good. It'll take us about 3.6 hours today to get through the auction, 3.5, 3.6. It's pretty fixed. And we have a ton of things to talk about while we do that. Don't forget, too, at the end of today's auction, we've got wine. So there's actually some wine lots coming up at the end.
Yeah, there's a handful of wine, I think. There's not much there. It's cool enough to ship it finally.
Can we get a drink going, Tom? You were in charge of the opening toast
Yes,
today.
that's right. I remember. So we were going to, should I give you the option?
Well, what are you thinking?
All right, well, we can go with the heavy hitter here. Buckner's 15-year. We have one of
Tom's
these.
frozen on the screen.
And we have one of these in the auction.
Hang on, Tom. Nobody can see what you're holding up.
Maybe they can. We just can't see anything because the TV seems to do that.
Rife with technical difficulties today.
Every single time.
Well, we are running a lot of cameras, a lot of mics. We're running a lot of different streams. Let's see if Vinny can refresh Tom. Yay, you're back.
Hi. Buckner's 15.
Okay, so this is 15-year. Who distilled this now for Buckner's?
It's distilled and aged in Bardstown.
So it's Bardstown juice.
That's Bardstown. And
well, not Bardstown Distillery because I don't think they're 15 years old.
somebody in Bardstown distilled it.
Yeah, okay.
There's stories behind that. This also happens to be a store pick. Very good Conti's, by the way. I think he still got some left. And then you have Penelope Project X, which this is a finished, double finished whiskey, bourbon they call it. I like my finished whiskeys. I know Ryan kind of.
I'm here and there on.
Yeah.
What's it finished in now?
So this is a double finish. So it was finished once in Oloroso sherry, and then again in cognac.
Okay.
And I think this is the one. Remember I was talking about how they had 3 or 4 different ones. And
Okay.
they were moderately priced, and then one of them was really high.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was this one or not. It's 108 proof, which is a great spot to be in. It's young. I think they're only 4 or 5 years old, plus finishing. But I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
So you've already had this?
Yeah, this one's been cracked open. This one actually got better.
I want to try the Buckner's.
Nah, I know you did.
Yeah, well, it's a more expensive bottle. I get it.
Typical.
Yeah, well, I open baller bottles all the time. In fact, I have one I personally purchased today that I'm bringing in for everybody to share, and I'll tell you about. It's one of the most sought after bottles of 2025.
Well, I'm interested to see what we should almost do. I don't know how we could do it on the show, but do a blind between like a Buckner's and the one you brought or something.
Maybe we can talk a little bit about some blind here. I'll let you pour for me, but don't go too crazy. We got a 4-hour show to do. I think I built in 4 tastings for today, trying to space them out so that we're not going too ham. Oh, that smells nice. Ooh, it's a 15-year bourbon, yeah. Ooh, yeah, that has some beautiful oak and.
I know retail on it was $350. Let me see what they're doing in the auction.
What's the proof?
100. It's up there. 132.
Ooh, take a look at that. So this is the Buckner's 15-year. This one's the Conti store pick, Bardstown. I think there's for Buckner's. I think there's different distilleries in the different bottlings that they did, including some that are Buff Turkey.
So it looks like. Okay, so the 15-year-old sold that we had in the auction sold for $325.
Nice.
The 13-year is already at 250, and that's closing in 16 minutes.
Okay. We're on lot 49, boy. We're cranking through today, huh? It's definitely moving fast. All right. So let's do a cheers then, Tom. You got a pour?
Toast, yes.
Does Vinny, do you need one?
No,
Vinny needs something.
I need something, but not right now.
All right. Cheers to you, partner.
Cheers.
Nice job pulling this business together after we're over a year and a half now.
It's a beautiful bourbon smell with some fruit in there, something. It's. I forgot about this one. It's been a little while. I think it's been out for about a month.
Wow, that is complex. Oh, I got all kinds of stuff in there. From cherries to fruits. I got cinnamon. You know, those baking spice notes.
It's got everything.
Woo, it's a little hot though, huh? It's 136.
Yeah. 32.
First drink of the day. Woo, yeah.
It's like that. It's like the first drink with the first zin of the day, the first drink of the day. First.
Man. Yeah, that'll wake you right up. Let's talk a little bit about the things that people constantly ask us about. Do you guys ship? Yes, we ship. Everything in this auction can be shipped to a certain amount of states. Check the terms. There's some no states, but everything can also be picked up. You can send a courier. You can send your friend. You can ship it to someone in a legal state. That's fine too.
We kind of get this asked all the time. We kind of have trouble answering it because the law is kind of trouble to follow. But generally, we ship, and you are saying it's fine and life is good. You know,
Vinny, you look funny. It's just the top of your head. You might need a camera adjustment there.
It's fine when I'm not frazzled.
Now let's talk about searching the catalog. Right, when you're in the app or in the web app version of the catalog, everybody always goes, "I can't search." Well, there is a search function in there. They don't see it. It's down on the bottom left.
I don't like it. It's a little
the
magnifying glass.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really look like a magnifying glass. It just looks like a black circle with a circle in it. And then the search function is pretty good. If you're looking for something very specific, you should try searching it a couple different ways. FYI.
Yeah, I recommend a one-word search. So if you want redbreast, I think redbreast is one word, but it could be two words. But you got to click that icon, and then the other thing you can do is favorite and star. The star is not immediately apparent. It's in the top left corner of the image. Mm-hmm. But you hit that star, and now you have your own list of the bottles that you're following.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do.
Then we should talk about what happens after the auction.
So, yes.
As you buy, you have a rolling invoice.
Correct. So as you buy, you have a rolling invoice. This is also a little tricky to find, but you click on account, and then there's a small tab to the right called billing. Pull that. I'm doing it as we talk, so I make sure. And then there's your invoices. And actually shows all your historical invoices, shows your invoice for today. You could technically pay it and buy some more and pay, or you could just wait till the end. It's up to you. So on and so forth. So that is there. If you need shipping,
you just ask. We're going to email the invoices out too. So you could go ahead and pay ahead of time, but if you need shipping, you need to ask for it. So either email us or reply to the invoice that we send you and say, hey, I need shipping. We'll add the shipping on. We can build a credit card on file. And then the shipping department goes nuts for a couple of weeks. They will get some bottles out tomorrow, but not a ton because they're processing orders and they're getting everything ready. And we'll go in the order that we see everything come. Shipping gets paid, basically. But it takes a couple weeks. We start shipping immediately. Some people get their bottles on Tuesday or Wednesday. Some people want to pick up right away. Oh, I realized that we have to get the link.
That's what I wish I could show you my computer screen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the bookings link, and it says Vincent Pesci, booking page, continue as guest or sign in. So, Vinny.
We may need to text Tyler. Can you shoot Tyler a text and have him create the link for us?
The link is still good. What you have to do is we have to update the availability because it works, but there's nothing available.
Okay.
Dates, be off.
Do you have the ability to do that, Vinny?
Yes.
All right. Well, then we should get that going. We forgot about that yesterday or Friday when we were talking. So if you can update that booking calendar and it still works, then we should be all good and people can book pickups.
There was something, people were having issues, though. So if you have an issue, continue as guest.
Continue as guest. Yeah, that
No, the
makes
issue
sense.
was the confirmation.
Yeah, the confirmations are kind of wonky, but
So it wouldn't email you a confirmation. It says confirmations are confirmed on the screen, but it doesn't email you a confirmation, I think was the issue.
yeah, okay. Well,
So.
if Vinny, see what you can do during the show, and then if we need Tyler's help, we'll reach out to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what else is next. What's the next auction?
November 30th.
We're consigning now.
Consigning now. We already got bottles in house. I think you brought a couple too.
I do have some show and tell for the
Yep,
upcoming
some show
auction.
and tell upcoming. There's some cool stuff. I'll tease the 1 gallon of Stitzelweller juice. We had that on Happy Hour a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we featured that.
It was
as a
sitting
guest.
right here next to me.
Yeah, it was a featured guest.
It's Gold Veins, Dusties, great Dusties have already come in. We're consigning now for it. We're ramping up. We're probably gonna be going in the direction of once a month with auctions. So get them in. A lot of people email like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring you some stuff. When can I? What's the latest I can bring it?"
Now.
Now.
The answer's always now.
Yeah, start now. Like, put a date on your calendar and call us and do it.
Yeah,
Because
get your bottles in because we're taking the bottles for November now, and the second that auction gets published and goes live, we'll be taking in the bottles for January, and we hope to run every 30 days after that. So the answer is we're always consigning. You can always bring things in.
Right. The sooner you get them in, the sooner we can get them in.
Right now, the easiest way to get us is on email through the website. We also have a main phone line number, 860-378-8808. And you can call us and we'll talk to you and you can leave a message. If you do call, leave a message, though. We'll get back to you. Sometimes
Yes,
we're busy, but we'll get back to
We're
you.
a little old school like that. We actually check our voicemails and return phone calls.
I do notice sometimes someone will call like 3 times over the weekend. They won't leave a message anytime,
Yes.
but they'll keep calling. And then Monday at 9:15, when they call again, they go, "I've been trying to reach you." And you're like, "Well, you didn't leave a message."
Yeah.
I go, "Nobody's here on Saturday and Sunday."
We wouldn't know, bud.
That just happens, I think, in the auction.
It is what it is. Ujuro is going off right now. It was extended once.
There you go. That's the rare bottle of Blanton's. Very, very hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Sold
$750. All right. So I think I got Ezzy standing by on something. Vinny, how you doing over there? You okay?
Yeah.
Is it possible that you're stressed out a little bit because it's your birthday?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we didn't forget that today's your birthday.
Oh, nice.
And we brought you something special. You can present it to him, Ezzy, and hopefully he can show it to his camera. You asked for this, Vinny. Ezzy and I went out of our way to make sure that.
Man.
What is it, 12-pack of Mountain Dew?
No.
It's Fudgy the Whale.
Fudgy the Whale. Though they should sell those everywhere. They would sell so many of them.
The glare is real.
Take it out and show everybody the camera. What's
Take out the cake.
What's it say on what does it say on top of that cake?
Happy birthday, Vinny Boom Bats.
You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombot.
Dr. Vinny
Thanks.
Butts.
Listen, even if you're stressed out getting the broadcast ready, we want to say thank you. We appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
So now you get to have Fudgy the Whale ice cream cake from Carvel. If you're listening from afar, you might not have Carvel in your neighborhood, but
Is Carvel national?
I don't think it's that big. I think it's
need to Google that.
pretty
Ooh la la.
condensed to Connecticut. But
These days.
I thought Carvel chain. Here, let's go to Wiki.
I mean, I had Fudgy the Whale as a kid.
New
for
York,
my birthday
Florida,
party.
Jersey. They're national. They're not West Coast national, but they're
Okay.
Connecticut. There's 21 stops in
Yay.
Connecticut: Delaware, Florida, Illinois, Kentucky, Missouri, Massachusetts, Maryland, Jersey. 50. New York State. It must be New York because there's 200 of them there.
What, Vinny? What part of the whale do you want?
He wants the yacht.
The blowhole.
Okay, cut him off a chunk of the blowhole so he can have some ice cream cake on his birthday. None for me, thanks. That has the devil in it, sugar. Yeah,
Yes, please.
Tom's
Absolutely.
gonna have some.
I
birthday
love
cake.
Fudgy Whale.
Do you want us to sing? I feel like that
No.
would be awkward.
Nah, no.
It's my least favorite part of birthdays is the
Me
singing.
too. Yeah, I feel you. No, it's the thought that counts.
You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombot.
Well, we appreciate you working on your birthday. Mhm. But you got it all done. You got everything live. You ready for a drink?
Did you go out anywhere last night, tonight?
No.
No.
Oh, no.
Staying at home with some fuzzy socks and snuggling up to the TV. That sounds great right now. I could do that right now.
I just watched a trashy old horror movie. There we go.
Which one?
Burnt Offerings.
What the hell is that movie?
It's an angry house.
I don't even know. I've never heard of it.
Got a good cast.
Were you and Michael watching this together? The obscure.
He gave that to me to watch.
I figured
he
as much.
blockbustered it to me.
So, for those not in the know, Burnt Offerings is a 1976 American supernatural horror film. Based on the 73 novel of the same title, follows the
blow
Rolfe family, which becomes interpersonally dissolved under supernatural forces in a large estate they have rented for the summer.
It's like a classic horror movie. Mansion by the sea that they rented or owned or inherited.
So it's The Shining, but low budget.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, did I just see that there's a house going up for sale on Halloween? Oh, the house in the movie The Conjuring.
Okay.
It's an Airbnb now, isn't it?
No, but it's being auctioned off. It's in Rhode Island. It's not too far away. Auctioned off on Halloween.
Well, why wouldn't you?
I think it's cool.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a nice
probably
house.
a smart idea.
Why not? If Matt Rife can buy Annabelle, you guys could buy the Conjuring house.
Boy,
I'm looking at it right now. Let me see if there's a decent chunk of property with it.
We're on lot 93 right now. We're moving fast. I wonder if
Wow.
we're going to finish in less than 3.5 hours today. Got 800, and we've done almost 100 lots in 23 minutes. This thing's cooking. We're on the Bomburgers right now. On Bomburgers news, I do want to say,
There's extra crunchies. That's not what
Ooh,
we
the
wanted to
crunchies
say.
are great. Thank you.
Bomburgers last year released one of the best bottles of the year, the PFG series.
That was fantastic. I think
Bomburger-
it's gone. I think we killed the one that I had.
Yeah, we drank yours, and we had one in the auction, and it did very well. But I was happy to see while I was cruising around Reddit today. Let's see, Vinny, if you want to share my screen. Cruising around Reddit today. Here's a picture of Bomburgers 2025. Of course, you're trying to eat ice cream over here, and I'm trying to get you to change the scene.
Nope.
He's like, no thanks. But that is
fuzzy whale so good.
proof that Bomburgers 2025 release of PFG is out. And look at how dark that whiskey is.
Hey, remember we saw Weller 18 at the distillery?
We saw it in a ton at the distillery, like a vat.
I still haven't seen it in the wild.
I think somebody put one on secondary. I saw one maybe come through a Facebook group or something. But look at that cake that you're eating there, Tom. It's all fudge and ice cream. Not for me. Ryan does not eat the sugar right now. This image that Vinny has on the screen right now brings up something that I did want to discuss today. Off air, we had this discussion about taters, the word tater, which is
God.
considered, I guess, a slur for someone who goes in and asks for Blanton's and other bottles at liquor stores. You know, generally,
If that's the case, then I'm a tater too, because I go in like, hey man, did you get anything good in today? You know.
well, if you don't ask, sometimes you get nothing.
Well, sometimes they literally just got it in or they have it behind a counter. And you gotta ask.
But a tater also brags about the whiskey. A tater also takes a picture in their car. This looks like a crotch shot picture that we're looking at right here.
Not a fun one.
Well, okay, so that brings up another thing. I think tater is sort of a term of endearment. I'm happy to be, called a tater. I don't care if that's what you want to call me because I'm out whiskey hunting or I'm looking for a specific bottle for myself or my friends.
Do you know anybody who's gotten upset or offended by being called a tater?
I don't, but when I Googled it, it's a derogatory term.
That was Urban Dictionary or something, wasn't it?
I guess. Because I'm thinking I'm proud to be a tater, right? I'm not a jerk about it. I share this stuff with my friends. I
can
open
say
bottles.
it because I am one.
Yeah, right, right. It's part of my culture, and I don't want anybody to steal it. So, clicking along, I found this picture today on Reddit. Now, this would be considered like the ultimate tater photo. This is
All right, I can't see that one.
two slightly. Yeah, you got to get that bottle out of the way. There you go. Two slightly hard to find bottles. You got Hancock's Reserve bourbon.
Oh, yeah,
You got
yep,
Old
yep.
Fitzgerald Bottled and Bond 7-year, the new decanter. This guy posted it with his receipt with the date and time that he bought it. It's a couple days ago.
He's got a Rolex Submariner too, I think.
He's wearing a Rolex Submariner.
about a 15-year-old BMW though, buddy. You got to do better than that.
See, Tom, this is my point.
It's approximately one BMW better than I do, though.
That's what I mean. This guy's driving an older BMW, and good for him. And he's got an older Rolex Submariner watch. Good for him.
You might want to upgrade that tape player in your BMW there, buddy.
Now, this, like I said, this is on Reddit. So when you go to the post and you start reading down through some of these, the first comment is, "LOL, not so subtle Rolex flex." And they go, "Oh, come on, dude, really?" They say this guy is literally the meme. They go,
Yes.
"Posting a wrist
Yes.
shot with B-tier whiskey and a 328i is crazy.
Yes.
You forgot to pick up a bottle of Summer's Eve to drink."
Oh, no.
What's so exciting about this bottle? So I'll go back to the photo. They end up slagging this guy and really kind of roasting him for putting this photo up. Now, the guy's wearing a nice pair of pants. He's wearing a Rolex watch. He's got a nice shirt on. He's just happy to have found some whiskey.
He's a total C-suite.
But he
Friggin-
did put the Rolex in the steering wheel in the image. So further down in the thread, someone goes, "Oh, this guy is everything that's wrong with, r/whiskey. He does this all the time."
These guys are so bored of posting on there.
Well, and people are slagging him, like calling him a rich, asshole and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, you know what? Let me just see. Maybe this guy's just having fun. Maybe he is not a tater and he's not a jerk, and no one should be slagging this guy. So I clicked his profile and read it. Now you can see all his posts in every other group, and he's a totally normal dude. He posts in the electrician forums. He's going hiking, and as it turns out, he also posts in some of the same watch groups that I'm in. So that watch that he's wearing, it's an older sub. The bezel fell off. He was asking for recommendations to do it. And then as I see, he's got another post. Oh, well, here he does this again. So here's the same guy.
I want to get some broken-ass Timex and the first-gen Hyundai and just, like...
And put a bottle of Jameson in there and flex with that.
Or get some crazy bottle, like...
Oh, like do the worst watch, worst car,
Van
most
Winkle
amazing
23
bottle.
or be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I found this on the shelf for like a couple $100.
Did
hope
I
it's
do
good."
okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I do okay? So and then you see he's wearing another Rolex in this thing, but nobody takes the time to actually get the whole story. They're in there wrecking this guy, saying, "Oh, he does this all the time. He's driving a BMW. He's driving a reasonable older car that he enjoys."
Yeah,
That Rolex he posted was his father's. He inherited that watch.
I get it. The
I don't-
guy's cool. He's normal, and everybody's just listen. The idiots on the internet that go after people are what's wrong with society. Like it's like,
It's the commenters that I blame.
yeah, but they're all keyboard warriors.
I'm on this guy's side.
If right, I basically am too. If you're gonna if someone posted, "Oh, nice job posting the Rolex," and I'd be like, "What are you wearing? What's on your wrist, bud?"
Well, I'm not going to engage
Yeah.
like that.
But my point is, they're criticizing because they're probably jealous.
Well, maybe, but also that's kind of the fun of the community too. Like, is to break balls a little bit.
You ever see the Photoshop groups? Hey, please Photoshop this.
Oh yeah,
And then you get some that's like, some hot chick on a beach, and then they were like, "Oh, can you Photoshop the male out of the picture?" and stuff like that.
sure. All right, let's talk a few more bottles. Let's get back on track here into this. I think coming up in just a couple of lots here, we're going to be selling the Buffalo Trace distillery-only release of the Single Oak Project.
Yes, we're in Buffalo Trace World, and we're at lot 122. They're cranking. The two single oaks are $225 and $250.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Two distillery-only releases. We were visiting Buffalo Trace a couple months ago, back in July,
Month
I think.
ago.
And
was
what
August.
a great time. What an amazing tour. What an amazing facility. We were there maybe like less than a week after they reopened from the flood.
A little longer than that, but
But
something like that.
they did an amazing job. They
was a
took
month.
the opportunity to repair and restore some of the buildings and some of the grounds there. And got to see the Blanton's bottling line. That was really fun. What else did we see while we were there? We saw like
The wood shop where the guy was making little guitars out of the random stuff around, and
he was making taking the Buffalo Trace cigar boxes,
Yeah,
that were
yeah,
wood,
yeah.
and turning them into I think it was like an 18 or a 20 fret guitar.
yeah.
It was awesome. It was beautiful. They sounded great. It was so much fun. And I'm like,
And then he had their real job was to make the barrel heads and engrave laser etching the barrel heads.
custom barrel heads.
And then it was something else they were engraving too. They did it right there in the spot. Was it the
it the
glasses? No.
The Blanton's cork topper things.
Oh,
the
maybe
barrel
that's what it was.
staves turned
Yeah,
into
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But everything they were making was out of things they had. So they were building things out of barrel staves and barrel heads. And they they showed us a picture of like a jigsaw puzzle triceratops that was like 6 foot tall. And the
marketing team wanted to. Yes. They're like, I don't know who the hell's idea this was.
So they're making a 3D giant dinosaur out of barrel pieces. And the marketing team created an AI image and said, "Can you guys make this?"
Yeah.
They said, "Yeah, it'll take about 2 years."
Yeah.
But they were really friendly. Everybody was so helpful and informative. And I still can remember the smell of being in Warehouse C.
Oh my
Those
God.
Rick houses were unbelievable.
I could get drunk just standing there.
You think there's alcohol in the air?
No, but it smelled like the best bourbon in the world. Just hanging out. So don't forget the barrels.
There's a single oaks going off
Yep.
now.
The barrels seep a little bit, so they drip to the bottom of the rick house.
Mm-hmm.
So on the bottom of the rick house is all just,
Delicious smelling goo.
it's like tree sap. It's bourbon sap, you know?
Yeah. There we go. Closing it, $250 each. A hard Buffalo Trace bottle to get, that's for sure. Someone put a bid in at the last second and extended that one.
Vinny,
What's
I'm
coming
frozen
up
again.
next? Oh, Tom's frozen. Going back for the 136, huh, Tom?
I want another splash.
That is a horrible frame for Tom to be frozen on.
What's with is you just doing a Halloween theme for him back there, Vinny?
No, just
I think that was for Ezzy.
Halloween decorations?
no.
Kind of goes with her hair and stuff.
No one can see what you're talking about, but
I know. I gotta get a camera on her.
she's busy producing things. Tom.
I know. She can hate me later.
Let's see, what are we going to go to next? You want to talk about more bottles in the auction?
Yeah, I'm talking about all of them. Buzzards Roost is going by. Calumet. Anybody try the Calumet, that 18-year that seemed like it was overpriced and overpackaged?
It was at Costco, I think.
Yes. Yes.
I did not get a bottle, but I love the 16-year. Let me tell you. Calumet 16 year is a fantastic bourbon. You should buy that. It's not expensive, like $160 maybe.
I had one. I had a taste at the local restaurant here, Virons, and then it was actually very good. And then I had it somewhere else. I was like, I don't know. Is it batch specific or?
No, I don't think so. Well, there's different year releases, I think. I think it's ongoing releases at that age. But the 18-year, yeah, I'd like to try that for sure.
Doesn't it have the fancy ceramic decanter or something? Isn't it like a farm or something? Maybe look it up.
Calumet Farm, I think they have horse racing on the label.
Oh, there's the fancy one with the gold Calumet Farm 18-year bourbon trophy decanter 100th anniversary release. That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about the other one. I see it in the stores. Oh, there it is. Yeah, ceramic farm decanter 100th anniversary release.
Is that the one that they had at Costco? I don't remember.
I don't remember anymore either.
BourbonWhiskeyandRye.com did do a review of it, the trophy decanter. Looks good. $500 MSRP though. Wow.
Retail online here, seal box for $400 for the not the trophy one, but the 17-year-old.
Okay.
Here's the trophy one. Yeah, $500.
Well, someone in our bourbon did do a review on it. Let's see. Overall, whiskey's incredible. I did compare it to Russell's Reserve 15. Some would say this Morris thing does things that Russell's Reserve 15 doesn't do, so that's not bad. This is user Tricky Proof 803. That's on r/bourbon. Say it's very good. 9.2 rating.
Oh, the farm decanter is it doesn't have an age statement on it. It's just a decanter. It's just a ceramic.
Now this is Barton juice, so that's interesting. Calumet's distilled by Barton.
Yeah, I think we knew that.
Vanilla cream, mixed berries, dark cherry, Dr. Pepper spice. Good nose.
Dr. Pepper spice. That sounds like Vinny style.
Vinny actually wants to put the bourbon in Dr. Pepper.
Ooh.
That could be a new drink.
I think it is a drink, right? Already something?
Token Amaretto makes Dr. Pepper, but I don't know what Dr. Pepper plus.
What is it that gives Dr. Pepper its flavor? It's raisins, right?
Well, Dr. Pepper has a story behind it. That used to be an actual medicinal thing, I think, wasn't it?
Everything was something else before.
Yeah, I know. Dr. Pepper was created in the 1880s by American pharmacists, blah, blah, blah. Waco, Texas. That's funny.
Funny why?
because Waco, Texas is in the news, 100 years later. And various include Diet Dr. Pepper. Yeah, we knew that. I want the original stuff. Was it the original stuff probably got you high or something?
Was there ever cocaine in Coca-Cola?
Yes.
Yes.
It was really in there?
Yes. They still import millions of pounds of coca leaves. There's no cocaine in it today, but
But the
So
employees are high.
I did get to meet someone who makes Coca-Cola. I was at a barbecue a couple weeks ago, and I met a person who works at a Coca-Cola bottling plant. And
I had that customer that was the head mixer for right here in Hartford.
it's fascinating. I enjoyed my conversation so much, and it was the kind of thing where all those machines run at high speed. They bring there's a conga line of tanker trucks full of high fructose corn syrup just pumping into a silo there, and then you have the mixing rooms.
Where was he? Was he from East Hartford? Or did he work in East Hartford?
This person worked in East Hartford. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And I mean, I could have talked all day about it. And they had videos, showed me videos of the high speed canning line and all the stuff going into the cans and the 2-liter bottles. I go, wow.
If everything that is made in East Hartford, Connecticut, goes towards the Northeast, towards Boston and New England.
They said Florida mostly. A lot went down south. So Eastern
Really?
Seaboard, a lot of Eastern Seaboard from that
okay.
facility. But the place is huge.
Oh yeah,
And
the guy I know, he was the head QC guy, and then he would turn into the head mixer guy. So they get ingredient number 2 and ingredient number 6, and then they mix it. And
the high speed mixing, but like the computer programs that run the mix and put the syrup in and do all that. And they said that the only thing that's unknown to this day is still the Coca-Cola formula.
right,
Still a secret and kept under wraps.
yeah.
That no one knows what's in it. It comes from somewhere else. It's not like they mix the flavor there.
Well, they mix the ingredients, but they don't necessarily. They know, but they don't know.
They said the Coca-Cola syrup still comes in under lock and key, and the ingredients are still protected. The recipe.
Oh, see, I thought my guy was. They made the syrup there.
I was told the Coca-Cola syrup comes in separate.
The taste, the Pepsi.
It could, or who knows? But the I don't know where I was going with that, but it's a cool factory with all the machinery and equipment and everything.
Awesome to see what was going on in there. I mean, we were at Buffalo Trace, and their bottling line is not automated.
No.
Their bottling line is just a building on the property where they roll the bottles through and put everything together. So it's I think that was the thing that made me think about it was the scale, right? So here's all this hyper automated machinery. They're pumping out soft drinks. They have all this food safety stuff. And you go to Buffalo Trace and the door to the bottling line is open and you could just walk in.
Yeah. Well, they had the sheriff. They still put the sheriff by the bottling line there in the back for the high end stuff.
Yeah. They were They had a pallet of Pappy sitting on the ground with police escort.
Well, they had the bottling line we went in. There was what, Weller 18 and something else.
There's Pappy 23, I think. Sitting
Yeah, sitting in the vat. But
and there was a pallet of Eagle Rare, I think, and it might have been the 12-year. I didn't look that close.
oh, maybe okay. Oh, that's true. We didn't even realize that one was coming out. I don't think
We got to get our hands on Eagle Rare 12-year. We haven't
I haven't
seen a bottle.
That. I haven't
here
seen
yet.
that around here either.
I don't think it's hit Connecticut, but I think it came out in Rhode Island and Massachusetts.
Really, I don't. My Rhode Island Packy store didn't. He hadn't seen anything yet.
It's also yet to be seen how many bottles they're actually going to release. I mean, Weller 18, we've been waiting to find that. I haven't seen that hit the Northeast. Maybe somewhere in Ohio. You haven't seen pictures of Weller 18 anywhere but secondary, right?
Not in real life, no.
All right. So Ohio brings up another interesting thing that happened to me in the last few weeks. One of our other auction properties, a customer came in, and that customer was an employee for Sazerac.
Yeah.
Sazerac being the larger concern that owns Buffalo Trace, and I guess Blanton's and E.H. Taylor fall under Buffalo Trace, but Sazerac owns that, and Sazerac and Caribou Crossing. Trying to think what else falls
Canadian
in there.
Blantons.
Canadian Plantons. Let me tell you about Caribou Crossing. I think if you haven't had it, you're missing out.
All right. Hold on. I've had 2 or 3 bottles. One was great. One tasted like fake sugar.
Ooh.
It tasted like straight up aspartame or stevia or one of them.
Wait, you had a bad Caribou Crossing?
I almost dumped it.
Really?
It tasted like the little. It tastes like sweet and low or straight aspartame.
Really?
It's too sweet and it's fake sweet. First one I had was good. Second one was awful, and then the third one was somewhere in between.
Now, every one I've had has been good, but I've had some that were better than others.
Yes, well that's
I've never had a bad one.
Yeah, I mean all of them. Their Blanton's is like that.
It's a single barrel Canadian
Yeah.
whiskey. It's not rye. I don't think it's a blend or something. Well, not a blend. It's a Canadian whiskey in the barrel.
Right.
But here's the brands underneath the Sazerac umbrella. So they have some cognacs. They have Sazerac Rye Buffalo Trace, Wheatley Vodka, E.H. Taylor, George T. Stagg, Pappy Van Winkle's Wellers. They own 1792 small batch. They own Barton.
Yeah.
They do. They own Barton.
everything.
Okay. Southern Comfort, Blanton's. Let's see what else.
Southern Comfort. Ugh.
The Last Drop, Mr. Sam, OFC.
I was talking to Ryan about this. Southern Comfort was the first time I ever got sick on alcohol when I was in high school.
Yeah. They own 99 Bananas, Vinny.
Oh, I bet. I wonder what's more profitable.
Shane brought that up yesterday for some reason when we were at Sliders.
99 Bananas.
He's like, you would like that. I was like, there's a 100% chance.
Bowman Brothers, Buzz Balls.
Oh, Buzzballs are popular.
Yeah, I see them everywhere. They got stacks of them at the liquor stores.
They're not good if they're warm. I'll tell you that much.
Dr. McGillicuddy's, Fireball, early
Dr.
times.
McGillicuddy's.
Let's see what else. Goldschlager, Hancock's Reserve. Let's see, a bunch of tequilas. The Margaritaville Tequila, Myers Rum, Patty's Whiskey, Old Charter. Wow, there's quite a few in here. I'm not even done. Point is, I was talking to this person, and they worked there at Sazerac, and they had come into our building on some other business and started looking at the shelves going, I work for these guys, and I don't ever see this much George T. Stagg, Eagle Rare
Right.
17, you know, all these things. And he goes, I couldn't get any of this if I asked. And then I worked there. And
Well, even at the distillery, our tour guide there, he was like, I haven't tried. He goes, obviously I've tried a lot, but I haven't gotten a bottle of XYZ in a long time. You know?
yeah, well, maybe they give out some Buffalo Trace, right?
No, but he was saying like
Blanton's or Pappy's or-
yeah.
yeah.
Like Blanton's is everywhere. I'm sure they have, but like the Pappies and the Van Winkles of the world and everything else. But
During COVID, I remember seeing the lines at Buffalo Trace, like pictures of the lines at the distillery, and 200 people deep winding through the parking lot.
because there was nothing to do, or did they just?
They were going there for the releases because they couldn't get even the basic stuff at their regular liquor store.
Oh.
They were driving to Kentucky, going on the Bourbon Trail. Some of it was still open. And they were able to go into the gift shop at Buffalo Trace and buy at least the basics. You know, they usually put a Blanton's, an E.H. Taylor, and a Buffalo Trace out. But when we got there, this was July, there was cases and cases and cases of all the basic expressions.
Yeah.
They were very much in stock. You could buy all that you wanted.
I would love to know if people could comment if tell us where you are and tell us if stuff is regularly available. The Buffalo Traces, the even like a McKenna 10-year, Eagle Rare 10-year, all the staples of the taters out there. You know, are they available everywhere? I doubt they're everywhere, but you know, because around here in the Northeast, Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace is on every shelf.
Yes, right now it's sort of come back, and that, you know what? When I finish talking a little bit about Sazerac, I'll tell you why. Because I've been researching this pretty heavily for the last couple weeks, prepping for today's show. One thing that I asked when I was faced with an actual Sazerac employee, I said, "Hey, can you help me explain why so much Weller and Buffalo Trace products go to Ohio? What's the deal with Buffalo Trace in Ohio?"
He didn't
What's
know.
the deal?
No, he knew.
My hypothesis was that they were the biggest consumer of Weller for decades, and the distribution just remained the same.
He described it to me as Ohio is a must-win state for Sazerac.
Huh.
I don't know if that has to do with the consumption, or the way it works. So Ohio is state run, but like inside of grocery stores, things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And I went there, and let me tell you, the clerks in the liquor stores were so helpful. They would tell you what day they're getting their Buffalo Trace to delivery. They'd be like, "You got to come back on Tuesday. We open at 9:05. I'll have it on the shelf. It'll be at retail. Get as much as you want."
Right.
And you're like, "Oh, wow, that was really helpful." Yes, Ezzy.
We have a question on Instagram.
Okay.
When are you guys doing the in-person auction again?
You know, Tom and I were just talking about this yesterday. I'll get back to Ohio. I want to finish my theory on that, but I will answer the question. We did a couple of in-person events where we had tastings, we had food. We spent a crap load of money.
And time and effort.
Time and effort, and it was not well attended.
No.
I was shocked that when you offer people a free tasting, because you can't give away free alcohol, you can have a tasting.
$1,000 charcuterie board.
We opened up over $1,000 worth of whiskey just to share with people. We had Van Winkle at our tastings. We put it out the email. We invited people. Got a couple dozen.
I think we probably had 30 or 40 coming and going, passing through.
Yeah. Some people were a little irresponsible. I'll say that.
Yeah.
A little too much. Here's what we're thinking of doing, and maybe somebody wants to comment on this. We're going to experiment by doing our happy hour on Friday live. So invite people to come to the happy hour and watch us do our Friday show. Maybe play the $1,000 whiskey challenge. Maybe definitely do a sampling. Let people try some Dusties or something else that we put out, and obviously have food because you don't want people consuming hard alcohol without food. And do the show. Have a studio audience. Let them clap. Now, if we could get people to come to that and just come to the show on a Friday come down for an hour and a half. We'll do the show with an audience, and then we can interact. I think that would be fun.
A studio audience for even auction day would be probably interesting too.
So let the computer run the auction, but still have a
We
studio
do what we
audience.
talked about. We switch over to the exhibition rooms there, and then you have 10, 20 people hang out, be part of the show, whatever.
Yeah, as long as they're responsible about it. 'Cause you get anybody in here who drinks too much, it's annoying.
Well, yeah, and then you just gotta watch. So anyway, Sazerac.
All right, Sazerac and Ohio. They said it's a must-win state, so I started Googling that. I go, all right, what does it mean to be a must-win state? Well,
It sounds like an election.
it's exactly. It's an
It's a
election.
battleground state.
It's a battleground state. It's an election term. So the best I could come up with, and there's some speculation in here. I had to read through a couple different articles about distribution in the spirits business, is that Ohio LHQ, whatever their liquor commission is for the state, they want you to always send enough supply for every store. So small distilleries have a tough time getting into Ohio because they can't supply one case or two cases for every store in the state when they do a drop. But with Buffalo Trace, that if Buffalo Trace can't give them enough for every store on the regular, Ohio LHQ will drop them, whatever it is. I might have the acronym wrong. But and they're that way for all other alcohols. So I remember when I got in there
So they're using their purchasing power.
to demand supply.
Right,
Yeah,
so
to
DOLC.
yeah. Yeah, Department of Ohio Liquor Control or whatever
Right.
it is. Yeah.
Right.
And so Buffalo Trace treats it as a must-win because it's basically their best customer. It guarantees that everything sells for their price. They just have to give them enough inventory to make sure that it's in there on those rolling drops.
I feel like it's a must-win state. They want it. You know what I mean? Like Sazerac's so big that half the shelves would be empty if they just dropped them. I think it's a double-edged sword.
Well, there's excuse me. Probably Connecticut's not a big enough state for Buffalo Trace to care, and
Right.
they have Ohio in their pocket. Same with California. California, I think, is a must-win state for them as well. And I've heard stories of truckloads of Buffalo Trace in California just appearing everywhere, and people aren't even paying attention to it. Which may or may not be the case, but I've certainly seen some funny photos on the whiskey groups.
Right.
A lot of trolls.
Oh, the Costco's in California are always fun to watch.
Costco, I saw Weller Millennium in Costco, and it was on sale.
$6,500 or $5,800.
$5,800 for Weller Millennium. What was the original retail?
In
Is it 7,500 or something?
Something like that. I saw one picture of a Weller Millennium for 6,500, and then we just see it recently in Costco for 5,800.
5,800 in Costco, yeah.
Yeah,
And when it came out in some of the state-controlled liquor store states, like I think it was in New Hampshire or Virginia,
they didn't
or one of
even
those,
want it.
They did a lottery and people bought it at retail at 7,500. So yeah, that's kind of wild, right? I hope you like it. It's very good.
I would hope so. I mean, there should be some other things coming with that bottle for that kind of money. You know, cheap used car and
Well, you could buy a heck of a car for that, right?
this day and age, you could find something with wheels, but
The Fisher Price car.
Power Wheels.
All right, so we talked about the Ohio effect and everything I could find out with that. That kind of brings up something that I've been working on for a few weeks here, and this is the subject of the whiskey world and tariffs.
Oh my God! Everybody's using. Well, I don't know about the whiskey world, but corporations are using tariffs as an excuse to raise prices. Remember, they raised prices in COVID. They had to raise all the prices and jack all the prices because of COVID, and then all of a sudden they had record profits. You know,
This happens all the time. It's not really gouging per se, but companies will raise prices
trying
in
to
anticipation of financial
Correct.
worry.
correct.
But then if they also have record profits, I mean, that means that the market will bear the prices they are putting on it.
Right.
I mean, that's the old crux, and the question no one in the spirits or whiskey world will answer is, if a bottle of E.H. Taylor with a retail of $49.99, small batch E.H. Taylor retail $49.99 comes out, but we get $90 or $100 for it in our auction, right? Does that mean Buffalo Trace should just raise the price of that product to $100?
They could.
Wouldn't they want to take that profit?
They could.
They could. Would it sell? It'd probably sell a little slower. Is it based on their business model? They started raising prices on Pappy and some of these other things.
Well, they started raising prices on everything. Even Buffalo Trace went from MSRP of what, $32.99 to $34.99 or something.
$29.99. It's like $36 now or something like
Right.
that.
You know, you go to Walmart in the Midwest, it's $29.99 or $31.99 or
What are you
whatever.
playing with there?
But my seal.
So I'm trying to pace myself today, but it's almost the second hour, which means we can maybe open another
We're
bottle.
cruising. There's 218.
We're going pretty
lots.
FAST today.
We're at 217 just closed. 218's up.
Maybe it's faster than 15 seconds per lot close this time. I could go in and look.
No, look at the time difference.
Okay. Well, yeah, it is. It's 15 seconds, just going right along. Liza Craig 18 year. Man, I love that stuff. I went into a liquor store one time. They had 5 bottles at retail. And I said, can I buy all 5? And they were like, oh, yes, you can.
What was retail? The best I've seen it around is $169.
That's the current price, yeah.
Most places have it for $199, which is fine
Yeah.
if you need it.
That's the current price. So let's talk about the bottle that I hunted. It took me 2 weeks to obtain this, and I was 2 weeks late when I started. New release from Wild Turkey. This is this year's Master's Keep. Let me show you the box.
I love everything about it. So I have 3 or 4 of these at home. I love the box, the black box on it this time around. 118 proof. Listen, everything about this screams I love it. If it doesn't make me fall in love with it, it's gonna be the biggest letdown ever.
So it gets rave reviews.
I know it gets rave reviews.
Retail price $2.99, and I have only been able to obtain 1 bottle, so you won't see me putting one in the auction. But I'll tell you this. It's already exchanging hands on the secondary. Ask is $5.50, selling at $5.
I think I've even seen higher than that too.
Yeah. They're saying better than Russell's Reserve 15.
Now everybody keeps telling me they could order it, like as if there's more of it around.
So it released in Connecticut almost a month ago, I think. And it came out, I think we saw some at Total Wine. One popped up in Newington somewhere.
I'm Googling production.
I don't know if they'll ever tell you how many they bottled. But let me go down
Some
this.
places got some inside info usually.
A masterful blend of 16 and 10-year-old bourbon, hand-selected for character and delivered at 118 proof. So this is a very high proof for Wild Turkey. I think even the 15 year is 115 proof, right?
This is Eddie Russell stuff.
107 on the 15 year. All right, so I do have to do a shout out on this bottle. Tammy and Glenn at They're at 66 Super Liquors in Southington. Fantastic little shop. I used to pop in there, a couple years ago. I never really found anything, and it was an old owner. So they're the new owners at 66 Super Liquors. Gave them a nice Google review, and you should pop in there. They ordered this for me, and they sold it to me at retail, and I was so thrilled and so happy.
That's what I mean. The liquor store was telling, we could order it. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. It's allocated bottle, even by traditional terms.
Well, that means there was still one sitting at the distributor if she was able to get it.
Right. Well, there's some sitting at the distributor. So I wonder.
She had to beg, borrow, and plead to get it.
Oh,
Take a look at that. Mm-hmm.
this is the kind of bottle where I want 2 or 3, so I could drink one and then cellar the other 2. Assuming I like it. I'm
Cellar, you mean put them on the shelf, not sell?
cellar them.
Lard.
Cellar with a C.
C cellar.
Here's the box if you want to look
Yeah,
at
let
the
me
inside flap there.
Let me oogle and ogle and whatever. Masterful blend of 16 and 10-year-old bourbon,
Here's the bottle so you can see the color.
delivered at 118 proof.
Now there's a lot of reflections in this studio, but let's open it up.
The highest proof release in the collection to date. You were right about that. Eddie's Choice, a 16-year-old bourbon, offers a robust oak foundation, accents of honey, nuanced earthy tones, accents of honey, vanilla, caramelized sugar. Oh man, this sounds delicious. And a touch of gentle
Here,
spice.
I didn't get a good cork pop.
I heard it. That was good to me. It was among the last remaining distillate produced in the original facility Eddie cut his teeth in.
Okay. We pass it down. Oh, it already smells unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. You're going to make me drive all over the Northeast looking for this thing, aren't you? This is a good bottle.
Oh, there's honey on the nose. It got floral.
You got oral? You got floral?
Floral. Oh, it smells delicious. Bourbony and good. Let me hold it up to you, to the camera for you here, so you can see good color on that. I don't think as dark as Russell's Reserve 15 though.
Fill in my glass.
Here's a 15 for comparison. Yeah. I think 15 is darker. Maybe 15 had heavier char on the barrels. Vin, you want to try some of this for your birthday?
I know I know that these cameras, the lighting on these cameras is different, but
Sure.
Pass that down. Maybe Vinny and Ezzy want some. Ezzy says no, thanks.
as he wants her Fortaleza.
Fortaleza.
All right, let me put it to the old pie hole here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, wow. It is that good. It really is.
We might have to open the Russell's 15 and do AB with that.
Well, I happened to bring a bottle of Russell's 15.
I know
that
you've been
you and I
jonesing to
own.
open one.
I just thought if you wanted to do a side-by-side with Beacon.
10 years from now, you'll be like, man, I wish we had some more Russell's 15 around.
I got another one. I have two at home. I managed to squirrel a couple away. Give yourself a nice pour there, Tom. Out of my
Yes, I
personal
did.
bottle.
There was one bottle, was it my PFG?
Your PFG disappeared.
Somebody was just absolutely slugging it down out of my bar at one point.
Vinny's over there laughing and chuckling.
That is delicious.
Listen, I'm not a professional taster. I don't get a lot of notes out of anything, but let me tell you, I know when it's delicious and it's good and it's worth it.
It's definitely caramel and vanilla.
I got to say, you and I talk about what a bottle's worth all the time. If somebody said, I got one, but I got to get $500 for it,
You're like,
yeah,
okay.
I would for this.
That's the part that people who are not in this game of bourbon collecting may or may not understand. I got this limited edition Jack Daniel's bottle. Great, nobody cares because the juice inside is
It's just
whatever.
packaging, yeah.
And then you're like, hey, that bottle's $2,000. You're like, why? Because the juice inside is magical.
Oh, thank you, Tammy. Oh, my God. Come by and try it, by the way. I should have opened it in front of you, but I wanted to open it on the show. But this is magic. Did you try it, Vinny?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Still working? Still working over there, keeping the streams live?
I'm going to say this, though. I think Russell's 15 was better. Let this one open up.
All right, I've got some chats on YouTube. Somebody said they got a bottle that they'd part with of Weller 18. They snagged from duty free.
Duty. Wait, which duty free? Like a PX on a military base or like the border?
Yes, this person's in Georgia. They got tons of Buffalo Trace. All the taters are there.
All the taters are there. Taters be what they are.
Taters be tating.
Yeah.
But Weller 18, if somebody finds it, we're doing a call out for it. We want to try it. So if
Weller
somebody has
12
one,
is a regular item here.
staple on our bars here.
Yep.
Now Weller 12 is kind of lower proof. I think the 18 is a little bit higher, maybe.
Is Weller 12 is that 100 proof?
We could check. Weller 12 is 90.
90. That's right. Because Poor Man Pappy, I used to make Weller 12 and Weller Antique 107.
Which is a good blend, but it's not Pappy.
No, it kind of reminds me of a either the 10 or 12-year-old Van Winkle. Yes.
Weller 18 is a straight wheat whiskey, so it's not a bourbon. It's a wheat whiskey.
What's this?
Weller 18.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if we got a proof on it here.
Hey, Ezzy, your Fortaleza is selling right now. Look at that.
I'm watching.
Hard to get that Fortaleza.
Especially around here in the Northeast. They tell me they ship tons more of it to more tequila drinking areas than here. But
This is one of the best bourbons I've had this year, hands down.
I'm going to let it open. I think it needs to open up.
What else do you think would beat this in 2025?
Oh, 20. Is Jack Daniel's 14? Is that
That's
part of
this year? Yep, first year release. And Jack Daniel's 14 is good.
It's fantastic.
Is it better than this? Not to me.
It's different.
Yeah,
It's apples and oranges, I would say, because it's Jack Daniel's 14 is by far the best Jack I've ever had. Heritage Rye was up there. I haven't had Coy Hill, although I had the Coy Hill clone.
I had one of the holiday editions at Berlin Spirits. Adam poured that for me. He had one open.
A holiday edition, a real one, or just one with fancy box?
No, a real holiday Coy Hill bottling. I think it was a Coy Hill bottling.
Okay.
And it was maybe from a couple of years ago. He had a bottle stashed in the back that was open. He was using for tastings, and very generous of him to share. That's another good spot, Berlin Wine and Spirits, right downtown. And their selection is good too. They've got some interesting stuff on the shelf in there all the time. And Easter eggs. It's one of those liquor stores you go in, and the Buffalo Trace and the Blantons aren't hiding where you aren't where you think.
So I noticed Ravi and Sagar, they do at the Cheshire Wine and Spirits. They'll hide an E.H. Taylor in the shelf somewhere.
Over by the rum or something,
No, not that bad. But in the whiskey aisle, they'll
like behind something.
I'll go to one of the guys. They'll be like, hey, and they come in and he goes, like, "There's an E.H. Taylor." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll leave that for somebody else. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for a beacon or something really special."
Oh,
But-
I am so happy to get this beacon. I'm sorry I'm gushing over it, but
All right, I'll proceed to drink the snot out of it for the next 7 days until it's drained. Like
that's
somebody
going
did
to my
me.
house. Get out of here. That's
He's
going to
gonna
my
break
house.
into your house. I will say the accompanies the Fudgy the Whale cake very nicely.
Fudgy the Whale was excellent.
Oh, you had extra crumbles too?
Yeah, it has just appeared with extra crumbles.
My wife's gonna be jealous that I had Fudgy the Whale on the air and didn't bring her any.
She can come down. There's plenty of fudgy left.
She's got 3 kids to drag around. Trust me, she'll let me know about that all day long
Those
too.
kids need some sugar, I think.
The sugar, they're on full throttle with or without the sugar.
Do we dare compare this to Russell's Reserve 15?
I want this to open up. I think it was very hot.
Oh,
It
the
tasted hot to
118
me.
Doesn't taste hot. Well, you know what? We started with that Buckner's. It was 127.
132.
130 something. Yeah. Okay.
But this is too hot and spicy, but I think it's going to open up into this beautiful, delicious, complex thing.
I thought it was great right off the bat.
It's dope. That it is. It's definitely a 8.75.
What?
But
This doesn't crack 9 out of 10 for you?
yeah, it could be a 9.
Vinny, send the bottle back down.
It's gone. It's
I was,
empty.
I was trying
Sorry.
to take it. I was trying to take it easy over here, but I gotta have a little.
We're already
little bit more of that.
2/3 of the way through the auction. So.
No,
That is not how
we're only
math
like
works,
a.
Tom.
we're-
Oh, I'm thinking there's 300 lots.
is
There's
not
800
how math
lots.
There's 800 lots. We have a
I'm
long
thinking it's a
time to
gun
go.
auction with 350 lots. And then
No. We're at 2:05 p.m. The auction's been running for an hour and 5 minutes, and we're on lot 265. We're on the Found North. Actually, I want to talk a little bit about Found North.
I confuse Found North and Rare Character constantly.
They're similar companies.
They have the same style logos and whatnot. The Rare Character is excellent. There's a maple spiral in here I was eyeballing for a while, or maple special from Rare Character, but there's. What was the one you had that had the Amberana that you hated and I loved?
That was a Rare Character.
Again, I confused Rare Character and Found North.
Well, they're similar concepts, right? Found North, according to their website, careful selection of casks that are blended to bring out the best and most distinctive qualities of the chosen whiskeys.
They go cherry picking at the MGP warehouse is what they do.
Nope, this is all Canadian.
Oh, okay.
This is all Found North.
Really?
Yes.
So it's Canadian. It's actually desired.
Well, and it's also selected for a certain thing. Like we were talking about Caribou Crossing. There's nothing wrong with Canadian whiskey. I think it gets slagged by bourbon people.
That's what I mean. Canadian whiskey gets
like a bad rap with
with the tater people. First off, Whistle Pig is delicious, especially the Boss
Can't
Hogs.
say that anymore, Tom.
What?
tater people.
Oh my god.
The tater people. The TPs.
Listen, I can say tater because I am one.
Come at me, bro.
What's up, my tater?
My tater bow.
And we're going
Boy, you said tater with a hard R there. I don't know about that one.
My tater. Wow.
But anyway, the Canadian whiskey, it sits on shelves, and people people call up with the Crown Royal XRs and all the other special
Still
stuff.
sells. It's good stuff.
Right, but it does not command the respect of other stuff, and it may or may not be as good or better or whatever.
Well, I'd like to try some of this Found North. So I haven't opened a bottle of it. Maybe I can win one in the auction or something. But it's closing now, and it's getting interest. People like it.
Is Rare Character Canadian?
Rare Character is a little bit of everything. I think they
Let me
make all
see.
different whiskeys.
Allow me to Google.
Excuse me. That
Oh, they're what do they call it when they don't actually make their own stuff? They just grab-
non-distilling producer.
There you go. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So they're going after different barrels, different blends. They've won a bunch of medals, and they make some older statements.
Brook
You're
Hill.
talking 17 years, 18 years.
Rare Character just came out with Brook Hill. Rare Character Brook Hill is they call it the coveted black label. It's a 10-year-old and a 12, 11. It looks
They do wheat whiskey as well. Let's see. Here's a wheat whiskey that's distilled in Canada, aged in Canada, and then aged in the U.S. and matured in American and ex-bourbon barrels.
Oh, look at them. They're doing they're going to drive taters crazy. What is all this? 2024 Brook Hill bourbon releases. They have all these different releases and the names. Who was doing it? High West or the other one there? Smoke Wagon. With all the private barrel releases, and they released all the data, all the taste points, and everything else.
Yep.
And there was some were fantastic, and some were whatever.
I don't know about you, but I think more information on my whiskey is better.
They're satisfying your ridiculous curiosity, is what they're doing.
Right. Well, they hear the Found North has a batch 18-year-old rye aged in ex-Madeira cask, and then layered in a 19-year rye and 4 22 and 26-year-old corn components. So they're putting together some very interesting stuff. And the what's on their website, I'd like to try every bottle of it.
Age 17. Here's one. Look north. Found North. Age 17 years, Canada. I'm reading from their website. I love the bottles. I love everything. I think I had the Found North with the Amberana finish. I love that.
You like Amberana, though.
I do
I've
like
decided
Amberana.
I don't like Amberana.
Somebody said Amberana is the most polarizing thing in the whiskey industry. They're 100% right. I like it. If you crack one open and don't like it, just send it over to me. I'll dispose of it for you.
The way I look at it is, you remember those little incense cones you would get at a head shop? Those little cones that you would light and then the smoke would come off? That's what Amberana tastes like to me, those
No,
dime store incense cones.
I taste like a sweet cinnamon holiday spice.
Then it's for you.
It's what, Brazilian? Is it Amberana? Is that the Brazilian stuff that they got down there?
I'm not sure, but is it Amberana barrels or is it Amberana wood that they put in there?
It depends on who you're talking about.
All right, let's see what it is.
13 Colony. We were talking about the double oaked going for stupid money.
Yeah, that's coming up in the auction.
Yeah, they had. We were talking about why 13th Colony is chugging away. Their basic expression is great. The maple spiral was fantastic. It wasn't too mapley. It wasn't too sugary.
Well, there's no sugar in it at all. It's maple wood.
Right, but because a lot of companies are coming out with the maple brulees and the maple this and the maple
flavoring. This is maple wood.
Maple, not even. They put spirals of maple wood in there.
In the barrels, yeah.
Right.
Well, it's at the end of the
My
aging.
point being is 13th Colony. I've yet to try something from 13th Colony that wasn't good.
And a lot of their things are very affordable and reasonably priced.
They're very affordable. Their cask strength rye is at 2 or 3 stores in the area for $110.
I did get a bottle of that 13th Colony double barreled or double
oaked, and it was excellent. It's currently what, $700 on our auction right now.
I haven't tried it. I didn't open it.
Yes, you did. We had it together.
Nope, it's still sealed in my cabinet. You haven't tried it.
Yes, we did. The double oaked.
Did we open that?
We opened the double oaked and drank it.
And it's going for $700, and we opened it.
The first one we got, because I said I'm interested, and you said, yeah, let's open it.
I don't. Did you open my bottle when I wasn't looking?
No, you opened it.
I'm
going
to go in my office
Kurt
right
Peterson
now.
probably finished the thing.
I'm going to go in there and see if it's still in there because I bought a sealed bottle and didn't open it.
We opened the bottle together in your office. Maybe it was mine, maybe it was yours. I don't remember, but we opened the double oak.
No.
The black with the little gold trim on it.
I'm going to look right now.
You remember we struggled to find one, and then you somebody off the street found one and sold it to us for $450.
What? No.
Yes.
No, you're making these details up.
Oh God, it's like I'm talking to my wife.
I am your work wife.
Yeah, that's why that phrase exists.
Yeah, I mean,
We had it. It was
heterosexual
excellent.
Work wife.
We had it. It was excellent.
I think you're making, dude. I'm gonna go in there and look right now. All right, listen. Are we trying this up against 15 or nah?
Nah, just
Yeah, you're
enjoy
being
life
cheap.
for a minute.
You don't want to open the bottle.
It is not good with Mountain Dew.
Oh God,
Did you just
Vinny.
put Mountain Dew and Beacon together?
Well, not together, but one right after the other.
That's like the guy who mixed the A.H. Hirsch and the Coke with it.
Oh, that makes me unhappy.
The two flavors makes you unhappy. Now Mountain Dew was born as
It was
a bourbon
supposed to be
mixer.
a chaser, yeah. No, it's not for that.
Anyway, Beacon is delicious.
Yes.
Thanks again to Tammy, and I hope someone else. I did order another bottle somewhere else. Maybe I'll hear. Maybe one will come in.
Buddy said I have dibs on one.
Okay. Now this is in Connecticut. It's a few weeks old release, so we may not
So-
see it again.
So I was talking to some liquor store owners. They got a few in, and then I don't know if the distribution got more in. This is what I was telling you about the ordering thing. They got a bigger shipment the second time.
Well, so I think what's going on here is the tariffs. I know we started to touch on this,
Oh.
but I want to give you some more in-depth information about what's going on with whiskey tariffs, with the bourbon business. I did some pretty steep research into exactly what's happening in Canada when Trump foolishly said we want to make Canada the 51st state.
Probably behoove them to do that deal. Go ahead.
They are very proud, Tom. I mean, my
Did you ever see the Tosh.0 or the Canada has nothing to fear because they got the Kevlar armor wrapped of Kevlar armor by the U.S. They have nothing.
listen.
Go ahead.
Get your censor button ready.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
about
I can
to
see him.
offend an
I
entire
can see
nation
his.
of people.
Hey, I am French Canadian. First off,
You don't act like it.
why?
What do you mean? Canada's a very liberal place. It's a very metropolitan place.
So
the cities are very
Canada.
progressive.
Well, hold on. Canada is very liberal. Like Maine is very liberal. You know how I always say
Maine's liberal on the coast,
Maine
not inland.
is lesbians with guns,
What? No. Oh my god!
and that's
Let
fine.
me get the censor button ready.
And this is why we need
And
a
that's
camera.
fine.
Guys.
Canada the same. Canada. First off, the only problem with Canada,
Oh boy.
the rural areas are very conservative, but just like here in America, the towns and cities are extremely liberal.
From a sweeping generalization standpoint, sure,
Yes.
sure. The country is very proud, and
I only know
they're
Quebec.
They're super pissed off at us right now. They pulled all
they hate Trump.
American alcohol products from their shelves.
Good, more
so
for us.
so listen, I have a couple of notes here with mind-blowing numbers.
I was
Take
up
a look
there.
at this.
Hold on. I was up there last summer in Montreal. The first time I ever had Booker's was up there. It was a Booker's export bottle, and it was very, very good.
Okay.
But the American stuff was sitting there anyways. Nobody cared. They don't
Most
drink-
of my numbers are just for the first half of 2025. So Trump puts in the tariffs. He puts sweeping tariffs on Canada, which have been bouncing around like ping pong balls ever since. but they pulled all American alcohol products. You're talking wine, whiskey, beer, everything got pulled.
Well, the wine industry can't handle it because they were in trouble to begin with. But go ahead.
The wine industry in Canada, imports of wine from the U.S. to Canada are down 97%. 97. Overall exports of booze, this was before June, was down 60%.
Yeah.
I'm trying to gauge how much this is, so let's talk just Ontario. Just the province of Ontario.
I have again, I know Quebec Providence. What's the biggest?
I think Ontario is the biggest
Okay.
by population and such.
You
last-
realize there's like 12 people that live up there too, by the way.
Ontario is the
No,
biggest one.
the whole country of Canada is physically huge. There are Go ahead, keep talking.
So what do you think the total wine and spirit export to Canada was last year? In just Ontario. Just guess a pie in the sky number without Googling it.
Say it again.
Just Ontario, American wine and spirits, retail value, top line value.
So industry market cap.
Yeah, just Ontario.
I don't.
700 million.
I was gonna say 500 million.
700 million to Ontario alone. That's gone. Completely wiped out. So if you take Ontario and you add in all the other provinces, go countrywide, you're talking about billions of dollars
Okay.
that has evaporated from American vineyards, distributors, distilleries. Done. Canada's not taking anything new in. They took what was on the shelves and they put it in the warehouse, and they're not letting anybody buy it.
All right. So the country of Canada has about the same population as the state of California, which is considerable. I will say this though, they're hurting more than we are.
No, they're not. They're all drinking local.
Forget the alcohol. I'm saying in general, the tariffs. There's
Well-
nothing else up there.
Well, then one of their
Engineering and manufacturing is what they had us on,
no, their two biggest things, I
Car parts.
believe, are lumber
and car parts.
and maple syrup.
And just sheer friendliness.
Yeah, they're a very polite people.
Well, you're from French Canada.
Yeah, no, they go sorry.
No, Montreal. Keep going. Go ahead. I'm not going to comment.
All right, so Kentucky alone, to one of the provinces, and I don't remember which one, but there's 42 million in bourbon that just wasn't going out. So that doesn't count Tennessee or any of the other states. What are they doing with the bourbon? That's why we're seeing Buffalo Trace. We're seeing better Jack Daniels releases on the shelves here in Connecticut, which is kind of a bourbon desert. But this stuff's popping up in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. That's our personal purview. But think about all the other states in the country. California's going to have even more Buffalo Trace, or Ohio's going to have even more.
How big is the entire whiskey industry in the U.S.?
I don't have that information.
I want to know what percentage. You're saying 500 million evaporated from the Canadian market.
No, 700 million was Ontario alone, but wine and spirits. But just Kentucky was over 42 million that was not going to Canada anymore. And I think that number's grown. That was a first quarter.
The other thing is you
2025
added
number.
wine into that equation too, which makes it hard for me to realize.
It's, are we talking about just Kentucky spirits or just bourbon or just whiskey? You should
American.
say wine and spirits from the U.S. to Canada.
I want to know U.S. spirits or U.S. whiskey.
Yeah, I don't know that exact data is available, but it's gone now. They're not consuming it. They're not buying it. They're not stocking it on the shelves. If you go into the, I forget what it was, the NLHQ, whatever their state run there when I was in Toronto.
And those stores were garbage, by the way. Go ahead.
Those stores aren't garbage.
You have anything nice
They
to
didn't
say
have
about
anything-
Canada? Jesus Christ.
Great food, great landscape, great people, sure. But as far as whiskey goes, I kind of could care less.
I could find certain whiskey products there way easier than here.
No way. I was in the highest volume store in Montreal, right in downtown Montreal, and a Booker's was the best thing I could find.
Okay, that's one store.
I stopped
Go to
at 5.
Toronto. I was in Toronto. I found whiskey everywhere.
Maybe it was where I stopped at Quebec, stopped on the way. The stores were Basic Bitch, Canadian Club, Crown Royal, Jack. That was it. There was nothing good. But Booker's Export was the best thing I could find.
Okay, well,
$115 Booker's. It was expensive as all hell.
it's
too.
showing up somewhere else.
This was a year ago.
In the country, in the entire country.
Well,
because they
So you're
shut down
telling
the
me
import
that
of it.
normally there would be Wild Turkey Master's Keep Beacon being shipped to Canada,
Some, probably not a lot, but some.
Right.
Sure,
and like a Russell's 15 would be going to Canada.
I'm sure some did. I think that's why we're seeing more of the better bottles in the U.S. right now. They've redirected distribution.
Okay.
Rich and rare.
And you know what?
What's that?
Australia and Japan will take every bottle Canada doesn't want.
Japanese market is not expanding.
Granted, there's like 12 of them out there, but
Well, it's not expanding, and that's something
tiny
else.
market.
It sort of brings us to the next point. Like, there's no reason to belabor that the whiskey glut is on. That there's lots and lots sitting in barrels. There's lots and lots sitting in bottles. That producers are putting out more and more whiskey, but the business is facing some very interesting things. One of my
consolidation is the key word here.
one of my news articles today is kind of interesting.
I found it. U.S. whiskey market's total revenue was $20 billion.
That's whiskey produced in the U.S.
U.S. whiskey market's total, a combination of at-home and out-of-home sales. So that's U.S. whiskey sold.
worldwide.
20 bill. So 500 million is what percentage of 20 billion?
It's a tenth.
Canada is equal to 1/10 of the industry.
1/10 of any business is a massive problem.
It's a problem, but it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world, but if a tenth of your business evaporates and isn't coming back and they're pissed off, it's going to take them forever to ramp it back up.
What, ramp up the sales?
To get the whiskey coming back in, right? The current administration goes out. Canada finally says, "All right, we'll take some whiskey or whatever." But to a tenth, I mean, what percent of that market is U.S.? That's what I'd love to know. What's the domestic versus export of 20 billion?
I'm looking.
That would be interesting to see total amount of U.S. whiskey exports in 2024.
See, the Scotch and Irish whiskey is getting destroyed because they lost the American market, or they're paying through the rear end for tariffs.
The Irish whiskey market is especially vulnerable right now.
Yep.
And the newer Irish whiskey distilleries are already closing down. Some of them only spooled up for a year or two, and they are immediately shutting down, selling the equipment, moving on. They actually paused Jameson for a minute because of the tariff situation. They continuously distilled. Was it Jameson? I think. Let me see if I can find my notes here. There was a distillery, Pernod Ricard, maker of Jameson, halted production in Middleton in April, but has since resumed. So they took a couple months off of making Jameson. Now, driving a lot of this is
Time
not.
to pay their fair share.
I know you're a fan of tariffs, Tom, but tariffs are not the situation out of economic uncertainty. Tariffs cause chaos.
Things need to be shaken up a little bit.
So you think there's a net?
Time to get off the teat.
Well, I guess we're getting into it.
Yes.
You think there's a net positive result from blanket tariffs imposed by the president?
10, 20 years from now? Absolutely.
All right.
Was Sazerac also affected by that?
Yes, that's
Everybody's
what we're saying.
affected by it.
Sazerac
Everybody's
was
affected
sending
by
a
it.
lot of whiskey to Canada.
It's a game changer. Good, bad, ugly, and different.
But I don't think there's an end game associated with it. I'm glad we're getting deep on this now. We're talking tariffs. We're talking
There's
whiskey.
an end game. The end game is a long run,
Tell me what the
fair-
net positive is.
fair trading situation.
Ah, damn, I don't have the view. The view freaking videography prepared. Well, this is what I think.
You're right, Tom?
Pulling it back to whiskey, it was a little bit of a trade-off because most of the whiskey and the whiskey producers are very conservative, and then the tariffs are like, "Hey, you just kind of stuck it up our rear end a little bit." I think they're going to be fine. Now, if there was not a whiskey glut to begin with, we wouldn't even be talking about this.
Right. If you're saying the supply was so low that prices were high and demand was high, and
Because we were talking about how the distillers are not feeling any secondary prices or even retail prices. They're selling the stuff for the same price, maybe a couple bucks more than they've always been. It's the distributors and the retailers and the secondary people that are reaping all the crazy prices.
Well, they can get a profit on a bottle at retail.
Right.
It's one of the few places you can do
Right.
that. let me say this. I get that maybe fair and equal tariffs could be part of the United States economic future, but blanket tariffs that shake up markets and screw things up, I don't know that that's positive. Jack Daniel's 12 year selling now, and 14's going off next. What are we doing for a bottle of 14 year here? $4.75.
That's about right. $4.75 plus.
And
That's
this is
exactly
this
right.
year's release. Contenders for whiskey of the year.
Bottle of the year, yeah.
For sure, the 14 year, the Beacon. Last year, Russell's 15 was in everybody's top 10.
Is there any other bottles coming out this year that could have contention for it?
I think Weller 18, I think, is going to be a contender.
Yeah. But we haven't had that one yet.
What was the other wheat whiskey that came out we couldn't get our hands on? Heaven Hill 19 year.
We did. We have
wheated
that.
whiskey.
We had that.
I would put that in the top 10.
Top 5, sure.
See how quickly I got them off the tariffs?
Because we can.
How good was our logo redesign?
Yes. Oh, you're talking about the Cracker Barrel logo redesign?
Cracker Barrel took Trump's advice, and they're doing quite well.
No, well, hold on. You're saying Trump changed Cracker Barrel's
Did you
logo
see the
back?
Twitter?
No, tell me that didn't happen.
Well, he
100%.
said
He said this was a big screw up. You're better off admitting your screw up and going back, and that's exactly what they did.
In regards,
Like a day later, 2 days later.
in regards to the Cracker Barrel logo, I'm going with it's a new Coke phenomenon. They said it was planned that way from the beginning.
Well, Trump also came out and said, you're getting billions of dollars worth of PR right now. Do the right thing.
Well, that's like when Trump came out and said, good time to buy in the stock market.
Or crypto. Or whatever. It was a stock
whatever,
market or
whatever
crypto.
it was, it all like the whole thing.
So they're like, that's insider trading. Yeah, but he just told the whole world. So you had to hear it. Everybody had equal opportunity to take advantage of it.
It's chaos. I think it's chaos where chaos is not necessary. I don't want to get political, but I want to say that sometimes
You need switch up in this country. The people, Democrat or Republican, the last 20 years, 30 years politically, is the same shit, different day. You need someone like Trump. You need someone like Trump to piss people off and
but
make
there's
change.
no net positive result, right? I don't see that
My body
anything is
language betrayed
necessarily
me.
better. What? Go ahead, Vinny. I didn't say.
No, I said my body language betrayed.
You need because here's the thing. Trump pisses you off, right? You hate Trump. That's fine. I get it.
I'm actually
Not you,
different. I'm
but
different.
I'm saying somebody who hates Trump. And I don't love everything he does.
They sound
But
frozen.
next time, no. But next time there's an election, it's going to be very interesting to hear someone. Trump was so radical. Joe Rogan, he says some crazy shit, very unpresident-like, right? You need that. You need that screwball. You need that wrench in the mix every now and then.
Nothing good has come
Because
from
you will appreciate it later on when we have to go back to status quo.
it. I don't know. And even if you came in and removed all the tariffs, I feel like the damage is already done. You've forced business owners into making decisions in order to survive.
Innovate or die.
Well, but people's jobs are at stake. You know,
You sound very liberal. You sound like NPR right now, Ryan.
You don't think that
People's jobs are at stake because of AI. Forget Trump.
Well, you're right about that.
Trump's threatening your job is a piss in the ocean compared to bigger things like AI and other stuff going on.
Vinny, I feel like we.
I don't
finally
want
wound
the
Tom
sob
up.
story about how Trump's causing people to lose their jobs.
Well,
But he is.
There's empty jobs that are not being taken all across
There
the country.
are not enough jobs in this country.
How many open trade jobs are there? Oh, you're too good to turn a screwdriver? Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. I follow the jobs data, Tom. All right, can we get
You know
back
how
to
many
whiskey,
out of work
please?
master's degree recipients there are right now?
Okay.
I have a master's
how about-
degree.
we
Yeah,
talk-
nice. Nobody
we
cares.
talked about the whiskey distillers closing in Ireland. Let's see. What else do we have? Hey, how about we talk about a whiskey again, Tom? Our friend.
I bet you the tradespeople drink a lot of high-end whiskey because they make $100 an hour because they're the only idiots that decide to take the job. And Susie, with her basket weaving degree, is drinking nothing.
You know, it's a good thing you hold back on this show.
Yeah. There are millions of unfilled skilled trade positions across various sectors.
And there's dozens of people who agree with you.
My kid will he could become an electrician and make so much more money than me and everybody else in this room.
Well, trades jobs. I think that the curve is going to kind of flatten out with that because a lot of people now are realizing that the trades are good and trade schools are hard to get into, and there will be a lot of tradespeople.
You could thank Mike Rowe for his.
Mike Rowe for that. Yes, I love Mike Rowe.
Well, here's the other thing too. Okay, every high school guidance counselor from the 90s and early 2000s should be out back and shot. They have single-handedly screwed up
We moved on to
trade
genocide,
show.
Vinny.
It's not genocide. It's just straight murder for consequence. They pushed
not condone-
everybody
we
into
do
a
not condone
4-year
murder here.
Oh,
degree.
you got Ezzy chiming in.
They pushed
We do not
everybody into a
condone
4-year
this.
degree of your choice, whatever you think you could be passionate about. Meanwhile, those SOBs have hundreds of thousands in debt, can't afford anything, can't afford to buy a house.
You all right, Tom?
Oh, I'm better than ever.
Distract him with more whiskey.
No more whiskey.
No more
coffee.
I do need to use the bathroom, so you guys could get a break in a minute.
Oh,
But
that's great. I can read this story from our friend Chris Perugini. He's
he's great. I love him.
Oh, thank God, something we can agree on. Chris, come save us.
yeah. We asked him to be on the show today, but I think he's traveling. So
Everybody's travel. It's big travel time. Back to school or
we
something.
invited a bunch of people to come on today, but
Everybody's somewhere. But
yeah, it's not that we don't want to have guests. It's just that
They didn't want to come on Fox and Friends with Tom.
Fox and Friends. I'm sorry, I'm not like NPR where I'll talk soft and make crazy accusations.
Do you even listen to NPR?
I have. It's like watching the other team's playbook, and I can just sit there and I go,
They actually are neutral.
"You stupid." Are you? Let's put them on. Vinny, pull them up and put them on there.
No.
Talk
They
about
have-
Chris Perugini. We love Chris.
They had to pull their funding, and now they're trying to be neutral.
You never really listened to it.
Yes,
did you?
I have. I absolutely have. Hours and hours and hours. I laugh because they'll be like, "Oh, maybe this plan with Trump will work." But I think Democrat Senator so and so has a better idea.
Well, it's because they do go out of their way to try and get the opposing viewpoint. But every time
They fail every time.
Every time a conservative comes on, it gets a little ugly.
Because
And very, very few opposing
they
viewpoints
can't even
agree
help
to go
them.
on.
They
and
can't even help them. They can't help themselves. With the PBS and NPR, they got the plug pulled. No
that-
remorse.
It was only like 7% of their funding was coming from the
PBS
federal
are going out of business.
Well, they might be filing
Made
for
possible
bankruptcy,
by
which is
viewers
different.
like you.
Yes, you know what? I contributed for a long time.
Listen, Reading Rainbow, Mr. Rogers, great stuff. When you start talking other things and the DEI and the wokeness.
All right, hey, listen, you should.
I pull,
you
look at
should
what,
definitely
look
go
at
to
what
the
I pull
bathroom.
up. I Google
Don't you-
PBS and look at the bullshit
you
that pulls
know-
up.
Don't you need to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, you definitely should go to
And
the bathroom.
think about what
Tom.
you've done.
Wow. Well, this is a fun podcast today.
Oh, look, I think PBS is trying. How you could say this is not biased bullshit? I go to their website.
All right, Tom. I believe as he said it well in the YouTube chat, it says the views and opinions expressed by Tom are solely
Oh, no,
those of
I got
Tom.
that.
Oh, that's you, Vinny? Okay. And do not necessarily
I own
affect-
it. I own every bit of it. Come at me. I don't care.
Okay, Tom.
Hey, you really want to have fun? We'll have your brother on the show, and me and him could go at it for 3 hours.
This is not a show about politics. This is a show about whiskey. I've been trying to bring it back around.
Good luck.
Okay?
Chris Perugini.
Yes, wrote a very interesting article. This is from Forbes, and it is about the oldest I.W. Harper bourbon that was ever bottled and sold.
All right,
raised-
what's the full story with I.W. Harper?
I bet he was a liberal.
Let's Google it.
This is a 34-year-old straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey. You never see that, right? There wouldn't be anything left in the barrel, but they found some old barrels
So
in
this
the
is,
warehouse.
this is a company that was resurrected. So people know this is a company that was resurrected recently by Diageo.
Yeah, I believe it is Diageo, yes. Yep. Now, they resurrected Stitzel Weller. And when they got into the Stitzel Weller warehouses, they had some old barrels in there. I don't believe that there was any original Stitzel Weller distillate hanging out in there, but they found a barrel of I.W. Harper in there that was 34 years old. Now, they only got 11 bottles out of it. A 34-year-old barrel, you're only going to get 11 bottles out of it. That's just how it is.
I feel like they get more than that when it comes to scotch and other stuff, though.
Scotch ages much slower. So Kentucky cycles a lot more.
It's hot. It's hotter in
hot
Kentucky
and
than
cold and hot and
Scotland.
cold.
Yeah,
Thanks for
yeah,
bringing it back around town. No, that's good. Yeah, Chris Perugini, who's been on our show, who we love very much, Single Malt Savvy is his handle on Instagram, wrote a great article. Now they yielded just 11 bottles, 5 of which they made available for public
That's
sale.
a joke. 11 bottles. I feel like that's...
There's no tasting.
They
notes.
must have
It's
opened
not
barrel like, yeah, let's see what's inside. It was like,
yeah.
there's nothing in here.
There was enough in there for 11 bottles. I don't know what they did with the other 6, but 5 of them went to Sotheby's. And only to Sotheby's. They were raising money for Native Son, which is a platform that empowers black queer men. Why is that funny?
The DEI liberal
See,
thing.
Tom, don't. Let them raise money for someone and do a good thing.
Who are they raising money for again?
Native Son is the beneficiary.
And they are.
You really shouldn't Google this because it's not going to go well for you.
Go ahead.
The 4 bottles sold for over $43,000, making the highest ever sale prices for American whiskeys in the Diageo portfolio. Don't shake your head. Doesn't matter who the money goes to. It's a good cause, okay?
Well, I was going to say, if it's a legit charity, good for them. But there's a lot of BS charities out there, by the way.
Yes. In fact, one of my issues in life is that I don't have enough time to pursue the things that I actually become passionate about. And I discovered in the auction business specifically some nonprofits that were really acting unethically.
Yes.
And it's so obvious just from looking at their public tax returns that I was like, oh, this is not right. They are not embezzling money, but they're handling the money of the nonprofit improperly. And the IRS wasn't even catching on.
So I think it's GuideStar.
Is that like a rating agency for
So
nonprofits?
there's GuideStar and there's another one. I don't remember if somebody was using it, but there's a couple of good websites that do watchdog checks on nonprofits, and it's
the big
startling.
ones. They go after the big
No,
ones.
all of them.
Little ones?
Because I'm part of a nonprofit, and we actually registered with them and submitted paperwork to show that we're legit. But you'd be surprised what big name nonprofits or charitable organizations are garbage. Where only 3% of the money ends up in the hands of people who need it,
Well, okay.
or whatever.
So the people often cite the pay scales of CEOs for places
I'm
like
not
Goodwill
gonna. I'm
and
not
all
gonna. That so like Salvation Army and Goodwill, they got hit by that. I'm not worried about compensation. People, you need good people to do good work and that type of thing. But that ratio of how much of that money actually ends up in the hands of whoever needs it, that's an important number to me.
That's not an important number because you don't know what the actual bottom line is. So I'll die on this cross that if Salvation Army or Google, let's give a round number. Let's say there's $100 million in the organization, top line, whatever it is, $100 million, and in the end of the year, $15 million go to people who need it. Well, sometimes it costs $85 million to produce $15 million.
This sounds like USAID type shit.
This has nothing to do with that. A good example is like Wounded Warrior Project.
That's what's on my screen right now.
You have Wounded Warrior on there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know what, Tom? I'll let you hang yourself on Wounded Warrior. Go ahead.
So Wounded Warrior came under fire and cleared their shit after a while too. So Wounded Warrior was a great nonprofit. Some negative news came out about these numbers and these ratios and these dollars, and then I believe they actually cleared. They said, "Yeah, you're right. We'll fix it." And I think they've come full circle. I believe.
Okay, but Wounded. A lot of these organizations are not necessarily about giving cash to people.
No.
It's about
No.
programs
I'm not talking about the
and
cash
help.
going to these people. It's the help. So if you have $100 million nonprofit, but only $15 million is going towards materials and resources to these people who need it, that's bullshit. So I want to know what the administrative cost is.
Well, that could be high, especially if they're providing services.
Then your mission is bullshit.
Then it's almost not measurable at that point. If you're trying to help people and give them services, that's the easiest way to put this. So there's services, whether it's psychological services or medical services or events.
Right, but that's money that's going towards to benefit those people.
Sure, but you have to administer that.
Yes, but if it costs more to administer than the people are getting, then you might as well take the money out. Instead of donating to that place, you might as well take the money out of your wallet and give it to someone who needs it.
It doesn't work like that.
But this
What about the people who work there? So
well,
my
this was also an argument for churches, because for centuries the church was the biggest charitable organization, and they directly helped people. Now, I'm not going to get political because there's a lot of good and bad.
You're
there.
not going to get political today?
That ship sailed an hour ago.
Crash into an iceberg.
But my point is that you didn't have all these
trying to sell whiskey
nonprofits
over here.
Yeah, that's selling themselves. Little Book Infinite. What is that going for? 200? That should be more than that. That's good stuff.
I knew he had big pores.
Church. It's been 3 hours or 2 hours. The church was the big charitable donation. Was a big charitable organization that helped a lot of people. And then when you start getting these companies, I always said the best company to open right now is a nonprofit, because
They've cracked down on it now.
they get all these benefits and everything else, but they may or may not be really helping those people.
The best nonprofits, in my opinion, are the ones that employ people within their mission. Part of their mission is employing people.
Where he does that.
And Wounded Warrior does that. So they're not just creating services. They're not just creating events or helping. They're also employing people who use their services or need their services. So
Right.
it's not just like the bottom line of a nonprofit is a key to their success. And,
Right.
and I think it's so. Okay, so you agree with this? So that's like saying Goodwill, which employs a wide variety of people. Are they not doing a service for the people who they employ, or
course.
the things that they
Of
they're
course.
recycling
Of
stuff that would go in a
course.
landfill?
That's the other secret too with Goodwill. Like 80% of the stuff ends up in the garbage. But you ever seen the backside of a Goodwill store?
I have.
People offload garbage and they go, yeah, it's garbage, and they keep the best stuff. I get it's a business, I get it. But yes, and they hire people. There are certain metrics that I look at.
Creating employment is part of the mission
For Goodwill, it is, yeah.
for most nonprofits.
Not necessarily. Depends on the nonprofit.
There's some BS nonprofits.
Anyways,
get it.
IW Harper, go ahead.
Well, that was about as far as I got. I think you derailed me on the rest of that. I was
Well,
just thinking,
they picked a very niche. I'll say that, a very niche charity.
well, yes, they did, because they wanted to pair with the Met Gala. They wanted to.
Did they make this decision on the charity back when Biden was in and they were trying to impress somebody?
It's from August of this year, so
Anyway, so go ahead. So they sent 6 bottles out of the 11.
5 bottles to Sotheby's.
5
total
bottles.
for $43,000.
What'd they sell?
There was the 34-year-old. So,
Wait, but how much did each bottle sell at Sotheby's?
well, I'll just give you an average price, right? Because if it was 43,000 divided by 5, that's 8,600 a bottle.
That's not as much as I thought it'd be.
Well, I got to tell you, this isn't. They only bottled 11.
Did anybody taste this stuff?
That's I think where I was going with this
Okay,
story was there's no tasting notes. It's not like Chris got his hands on it. And
You're buying a hope and dream here.
a 34-year-old bourbon probably going to be pretty oaky.
Well, remember, when we were at Buffalo Trace, there was a lot of stuff in the cooler
What?
because they knew after a certain period of time.
Right, you can't leave stuff. Bourbon doesn't stay in a barrel forever.
It's not. The older it is doesn't mean the better it is. There's a sweet spot. There's that 12 to 20 year sweet spot or 25 year sweet spot.
Many of the big Kentucky distillers like their bourbon at 7 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
they do.
Some of the best ryes I've had were only 10, 12 years old.
Yeah, a lot of good bourbons.
Michter's
are 10 to 15.
Michter's 10 year.
Yeah.
Bourbon or rye is excellent.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about bottles in the auction. What are we at? The M's?
Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark. There was a Dusty Maker's. Did that just close?
I don't know. Let me
There
scroll.
was a Dusty Maker's. I think it just closed. Lot 421. I bet you it was.
You know, let me change my screen so it has all of them, not just the ones that are going off.
Let's
at the
see if
moment.
that Maker's is in there. I think it's sold. Going back 421. Oh, we got the Middleton Very Rares coming up soon too.
Oh, you love those.
Yeah, I do.
I don't think I've had. It's been a very long time since I've had a Middleton Very Rare. And I think I only had like a 12 year. What's the basic?
Non-age stated.
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Redbreast.
Redbreast. No, we have
But-
Redbreast coming up as well. Let's see. We'll show all items. We'll go down to 421. You right there, Vinny? That's so funny.
A comment. As a customer, any chance you guys can teach me something about whiskey?
Is he a newbie?
No.
Yeah. See what I said? Tom?
What?
We should talk about whiskey.
We are. I.W. Harper.
Maker's Mark Dusty bottle. That was limited edition. Did we get an age on that? It sold for $350.
Oh, that's good.
1986 to 1996, somewhere in there. Likely an Asian bottling.
Oh,
so
isn't that? Hold on.
that's a private bottling? That bottle, right?
Isn't
there.
it one of these? But this was the
No,
oops. This was the one.
No.
The it was this style though.
Yeah, you can show that bottle again if you really want. but-
This is not the bottle that you just bought in the auction, but this is what happens when chaos ensues. And
that is an example of a bottle that was stored on its side.
right,
That bottle was stored on its side,
And
and the
then-
cork dissolved into the whiskey.
correct. And the cork does, which is funny because you store wine on the side.
Totally
the
different
wine-
product, lower alcohol.
Correct. The
Yeah.
wine alcohol does not eat the cork like the whiskey does. And then I was like, what the hell's going on with the box? I find that wine people tend to store whiskey on the side
Yeah, that's kind of true. We've had people.
because they're
I had a client that I spoke to in the last couple of weeks, and they bought some very high-end whiskey, like 50-year-old scotches, things like that, and sent me a picture, and the bottles were stored on their side. And I went, how long have they been there? And
That was a great sound effect.
the glugging, the water, the water whistle. I can't do it again.
he's not going to be able to do it again. No. And I said, you need to stand those up. They didn't know. You know, they bought
Right.
some very rare whiskey, but they didn't know. They
Oh,
thought just
yeah.
like wine, you should store it on the side. And I was like, no, you got to stand that up because the alcohol will eat the cork immediately.
So you should. I would argue that you should flip them every now and then, get them a little wet because the cork will crumble. Decades
Can
later,
dry out too, but
Right.
yeah. The jury's out on whether or not you should wet your corks, but I get it. All right, so what are we on now? We're still in the Maker's Mark world at 434. I don't know if I had notes on any of the Maker's Marks. Let's see. But we are going to go into some more Japanese whiskey. We got Sakura 5 years, Sakura cask, and then Dusty, a McCormick Dusty. That's interesting. Gold label sour mash.
the reason why I think storage is such an important topic for us is because we specialize in dusties.
Yeah.
So how do you keep a dusty good?
Dusties are tough. Like we've shipped Dusties and had issues with corks, with heat expansion, things like that. Yeah, some of it's not good. A Dusty with a plastic cap, though, awesome. Like the Dusty Eagle Rares that we just sold earlier today. But like the Stitzel Weller corks and that sort of thing, the cork will dry out. It is an issue, and it's tough to move that whiskey around. It's tough to ship it.
So let me tell a story I had. So we had a Whistle Pig Boss Hog. This is something I owned in the building, but I had it and it had been standing up. I'm frozen again, Vinny. Standing up the bottle, and I said, "Let me tip it and wet the cork," which I know you said was controversial, but I believe in wetting the cork because dry rot's a real thing.
It's funny. It's only your camera that keeps freezing up.
I believe it's a conspiracy.
It is.
So anyway, so I turned the cork, I turned it upside down. All of a sudden, the little bubbles, like it was effort, like it was.
So air was getting in.
So the cork had absorbed all the air. When you flip it over, it started to, as the cork absorbed the whiskey, was releasing the bubble. But that was a lot of bubbles. It was interesting. I got scared or nervous. I was like, "Oh my god, is there a leak? Is it sucking air out of the?"
But it was actually air that was trapped in the cork.
Correct. But
So
it had probably been standing up for 20. Well, what's the earliest Boss Hog? 12 years ago. So
12
it's probably
years,
been
yeah.
standing straight up for 12 years nonstop. You know.
And did you open that bottle?
No. Not
So
yet.
it's still there. What year Boss Hog was it?
That was number 2 or something.
Okay.
So my point is, did I just help that bottle, or did I just hurt it?
Jury's out. There's not a lot of data.
But if that
So-
bottle cork gets too, if it contracts and dries out too much,
Then air can get in, yes, and whiskey can get out. for sure. So you're probably right that maybe the right answer is somewhere in the middle.
All right.
But also, there's a lot of people that would argue that whiskey is meant to be drank. It is not meant to be stored forever. We opened bottles that were 100 years old.
Wine is the same way, though.
Wine is meant to be drank, and not. We get a lot of calls from people who have 1950s, 1960s bottles of wine.
First off, it's probably awful. It's probably bad.
The likelihood that what's in that bottle is good is so low. It's
It would have to be absolutely professionally cellared from day one.
Where's the beacon, Kurt? You got to try this. There you go.
Oh, don't give it to him. He's going to go sneak in our office after hours and suck the thing down.
Kurt, our photographer, came.
I can't break his chops because he opened up a Weller single barrel, which was a very, very good bottle. That's probably the best Weller I've ever had. Was that single barrel? That was. I remember it was all apricot.
Yeah,
apricot bomb. That was a great single barrel. Anyway, go ahead.
I haven't had one since, but yes, I'm sharing the beacon with Kurt.
Yes.
So I think that's just it. When the bourbon was made, there was no consideration for storing it for a long period of time. It was always meant to be drank. So now we're in this new world where bourbon is an asset, where bourbon is a collectible, where it's being traded. And Scotch too, for that matter. When they bottled those older Scotches, those older single malts, they weren't hoping that it would sit around for 40, 50 years.
But those Macallans with those 80-year-old bottles and everything else and stuff, I mean, those are...
They rebottle some of this stuff too, by the way.
So I was just going to say, rebottling, and then what if your intention is to always own it and drink it, but you take it out of the bottle, put it into a modern Tupperware, if you will, something that's really good sealed, like the real deal, maybe even vacuum sealed. Keep your bottle and keep the juice in there, and then you never have to worry about it.
Well, you've just hit on like the crux of the whiskey collecting thing. Is that according to our permit and everything that we do, we can only sell sealed bottles. So you are at the limits of that bottle. You are at the mercy of the limits of that bottle.
Right. Well, we've had sealed bottles.
Kurt just brought this in for you, Tom.
That's the stuff. That stuff's excellent.
Kurt, it looks like you got
You've
the
only
last
got a little
drop.
left.
Kurt's contributing to the show. The last of the Weller single barrel.
You can't. And when you get down to this level, you might as well just drink it. Remember that bottle I found that had one sip left of Pappy?
Yeah.
And it was gone. It was done.
So I did bring something for you.
I love Handy. Handy's good.
This is my contribution to the show today. From my bar, I realized these are getting very low. We sampled this with a friend last night. Sazerac 18 and Handy.
So I think it was Perugini who commented, and I think he's 100% right. Not that I would ever question him, but I 100% agree with him. Once you get about 2/3 down, kill it.
Yeah, I would go quarter.
Don't do stuff like this because a year later you're gonna open this up and it's gonna
be flat.
Yeah.
There's too much air in contact with the whiskey, and you've been opening and closing that bottle.
Yep.
Flat is probably the best way to describe it.
The alcohol is gone, and then it's been fully oxygenated. Now, whether that's good or bad, whether that helped or hurt is another thing. But like my sister brought back a distillery only from Jameson. Excellent. It was their basic expression, but it was the distillery only. It was far.
It tasted different.
It was the best bottle of Jameson I ever had. I don't like Jameson, so it was a honey barrel. They're honey.
But
barrels.
it's also from your sister.
No.
It's also the moment that you're
no.
Because whiskey's about the experience.
She told me about it. I go, oh, okay. And then I had it. And I go, all right, this is much better than regular Jameson.
Was it a single barrel Jameson? Is there such a thing?
It's a distillery. It says Jameson distillery only product. So on and so forth.
Let's see what they. What's the difference between Jameson Distillery Edition and regular?
They'll tell you nothing, but I'm telling you they're honey barrels.
So was it crested?
Let me see. Let me look it up. I remember what the thing looks like.
Oh, okay. Well, here's a quick Google search. It says the original Jameson that everyone knows is typically a 50-50 blend from those barrels, meaning regular Jameson barrel. The crested version has a heavier emphasis on sherry barrels, and I have crested, which I got
crested.
at
What do you mean crested?
Jameson Crested. That's one of their brands and labels, sub labels. Hunter brought us one back when he was in Ireland, so he brought us a Crested, which was very good. The distillery edition flips that ratio around with an 80% emphasis on the ex-bourbon barrels. So Crested has more sherry barrels. Distillery edition is more bourbon barrels. because they're resting their Irish whiskey in all different types of X barrels, whether it's X sherry or X bourbon, to produce different profiles. So what you had was definitely different than the Jameson here in the States or the regular everyday bottle.
I
you
was
get off
told
the
it's
shelf.
standard Jameson, but distillery only. So you're telling me it's not.
Well, according to Google. But that's entirely possible. So it's just a different blend of barrels that's going into that bottle.
It was far more. I know you hate the term smooth, but
The whole
when
whiskey
you
world
have
hates the
Jack
term
number
smooth.
7, Jameson, or Johnny Walker Black Label, when
Well,
you're
those are-
21 years old,
Those are 3 different whiskeys.
my point is when you're 21 years old and you do a shot of those, and it tastes like motor oil or gasoline mixed together, you're turned off from whiskey.
I don't think Jameson regular tastes like motor oil.
I don't like it.
I think it's got
It's rough.
a metallic taste to it.
It's a rough ashler.
It's good. I still like Jameson. I'll drink Jameson on the rocks. I go to a casino. That's what they're pouring for free.
Hold on. So
let's go.
my point is, I had low hopes and I was pleasantly surprised.
Okay. Well, you got something different then. It must be. You still have the bottle?
Yes, it's empty. The reason why I had one that was sitting here like this,
Okay.
and I was like, well, I better kill that. And I
Yeah.
did, and it was great.
Yeah. Well, if you still have the bottle, I want to see it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll sell the bottle on eBay.
No, dude, don't even joke about that.
I know. We talked about that. That is a travesty. That is bullshit.
So I'd actually like to get into it because I have a bottle on my screen, Vinny, that let's see if I can get it up on the screen
Tell me
here.
when you're ready.
I'm ready here. Discovered this bottle on Reddit today. It is. And there's a lot of discussion based on this one because someone posted it up and said, "Hey, what do I have here?" And people were saying, "Oh, you should sell that. You should drink that. You should do this. You should do that." It is E.G. Booze Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Now the bottle stamping.
Ooh, newsflash: Old Crow Traveler's Fifth. The Dusty's only less than 15 minutes away.
Okay, that's really cool. It's like a pocket flask of Old Crow that was meant to kind of travel.
It's cool. I was
It would
interested.
fit. It would
but
fit.
not
It wouldn't
interested
print
enough.
in your pants. It would be smooth in your pocket, so like a wallet. Is that what the whole idea was?
Yeah, as a traveler flask, for your.
There were
I
like
get-
actual pouches on the side.
I
of
have a
luggage
lot of
back in
respect
the
for
day
people
that.
from yesteryear, the 20s and teens and older. You had so much clothes on. You had so much available pocket space. You could hide booze and guns and pocket watches and
What are pockets?
huh?
What are pockets?
What do you mean? What are pockets?
As a girl, as doesn't get
Oh,
pockets.
so they're adding pocket. All the yoga pants now have the little sleeve in there.
you could fit like
They're
a
adding
nickel
lady
in.
pockets all over the place.
My yoga pants don't have sleeves.
So I mean pockets.
Pockets, yeah, sleeves. No.
It's a onesie.
He's got a romper,
All right, moving on.
a yoga romper.
We're talking about the E.G. Booze bottle. So somebody put this on Reddit and said, "Hey, what do I have here? What's it worth, etc." Now it's a Dusty, but even though the bottle is embossed 1840, this is not a bottle from 1840. Probably 1940s. Post Prohibition.
Oh, Kirk got the old crow.
Kurt brought the Old Crow, and we can show you what the pocket flask looks
That's
like.
actually, that's really dark for 4 years old.
It's not a pocket flask; it's a traveler flask.
This is you'd be limping if you put this in your pocket.
I don't have pockets that would fit that. Maybe in some of those Jinko jeans.
The Jinko jeans, I love those. As a kid, I had Jinko jeans. Right off the bat, the only reason why I knew where Berlin, Connecticut was was because that's where Mickey Finn's was with the Jinko jeans.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, actually, now I'm looking at this. This is actually pretty dark for a 4-year-old. I bet you this has a mix of other stuff in it.
All right, back to the E.G. Booze. I'm trying to talk about the
Go
bottle that's on
ahead,
the
go
screen.
ahead.
All right. So there was a great mix of opinions about this. And when I started researching it, most of the bottles of this are empty. So this cabin-shaped bottle is very collectible within the empty bottle collecting world. And that led me down a rabbit hole. I started...
We need more side space.
Okay, we'll just hand it to Ed.
You got your cart. Oh, there.
We
Ed's
have
there.
we have producers for this.
We have an
Tom.
Ezzy.
It's okay. So this bottle has been produced for a long period of time, like back to the early 1900s, and there's several different versions. And then I realized that bottle collectors, empty bottle collectors, who like antique glass, they started reproducing it. So this cabin-shaped bottle is available. There's more reproductions than there are real ones.
That cabin picture looks really familiar to me, like I've seen it somewhere else, like on a bottle of maple syrup or something.
It kind of reminiscent of that. But
That's a Thomas Kincaid photo, is what it looks like.
the best I can tell is I don't think a full bottle of this has ever come to market. So I'm going to jump on the Reddit post, and say, hey, you know what? You should probably introduce this to the world if you're not going to drink it, because people would be interested in it. I don't see an age statement on it.
Well, there's a Wisconsin tax stamp on it, looks like.
Yeah, and it's Bardstown, Kentucky. Bottled by G Booze Distillery Company, Bardstown, Kentucky.
I have the I.W. Harper nip. Or no, I'm sorry. It was a J.W. Dant nip in my office from a long time ago.
But this would be an interesting one to see come to auction. And that brings up the whole topic of... You right there?
No. Burp. I'm trying not to burp into the microphone.
Did you use the cough switch to burp?
I was looking for it. I'm like, I don't want to touch the wires. Ryan's going to yell at me for screwing something up.
The empty bottle business on eBay. And I follow Adam Hertz Serious Whiskey Info on Facebook. He likes to call out the fakers. He monitors all the empty Pappy bottles that come through eBay, so that you can catch refillers. And that's something that we need to be very conscious of in this business.
I hope. My thought was, of course, nobody's going to admit to it, but my thought was people go on eBay and buy the bottles. I'm sure there's a lot who fake them and do counterfeits. But my thought is, think about it. You got this huge collection, and you just can't find a Ujuro bottle or a bottle to complete your collection, or you don't want to pay stupid money for it. So you buy it, fill it with something, and now at least you have the bottle as a representation. And maybe you pass it off to your idiot friends or what you think are idiot friends. I don't know.
So there's the posers who refill an empty bottle at their house.
It's a poser, is what that is.
Look at how Tom's frozen.
So why do you think it's Tom's camera and not anyone else's?
It's the Lord sending us a message.
That's it. I'm switching to cameras when you guys aren't here.
If only they muted his microphone when that happened. You can, when you get done clearing Tom's camera where he looks like Walter White for a second, you can take my screen down too. I would love to talk a little bit more about that refilling, because people do a couple different things. To your point, the posers, they get an empty bottle on eBay, they fill it with something lesser, and then they pour it for people at their house.
Or similar.
I mean, that's why I like to open bottles on the air. I like to show people that we're actually opening this. It's not just some refill.
Remember when we were at the distillery and we had that Weller 18 label? I made sure to get the whole bottling line so you can't fake it or Photoshop.
Right.
Oh, it's Photoshopped.
Yeah, we're trying to not just actually be legitimate, but make it seem that way.
It's those keyboard warriors again. And the so easy to accuse somebody of something when you can sit behind a screen name.
But we got great engagement on that. People like the photos. They were interested to see that it's real and it's coming out and that we were actually there.
Yeah.
But I think that eBay can't stop the selling of the bottles. And that's the thing.
There's nothing technically illegal with selling an empty bottle.
Right. So even though fakers are finding the bottles on eBay, they can't stop from doing it because there are antique and empty bottle collectors. For all eBay knows, an empty bottle of Pappy is worth $300.
They just don't care.
But why? It's the fakers that are paying that much for it. That's the real problem. We don't do that here, by the way.
Ever.
No, we do not sell empty bottles. We do not.
And we do inspect them to make sure they're. We do our best job possible to make sure they're authentic and everything else.
And if there's ever even a question on a label or a seal, we discuss or disclose it.
Or it's. First off, we can't sell anything that's going to seal that's broken. But if the seal looks like it's been tampered or whatever, we'll disclose it and we'll take extra photos of it and so on and so forth.
No, we don't sell tampered with bottles at all.
No, but if
it's just faded or old or something.
Well, you know how the tax stamp could be sealed on one end but not the other.
Bits and pieces kind of flake away over time.
That's just going to happen. It depends on how things are stored as well. So whiskey that's stored in the attic, there's nothing left. We're not gonna be able to sell that.
I'm
and whiskey
still kind of sad about Elvis. Truth be told.
Yeah, we had some Elvis decanters.
Elvis, there's a lot of. So that when we showed here the Maker's Mark that was stored on the side and was all milky.
Swamp water.
I found one of those in a liquor store. It was the Silver Spur decanter always had the milkiness. I actually tasted it. What an effing mistake that was. But But
That
yes,
was an Ezra Brooks
so
cowboy
12,
decanter.
10
or
month
something?
or 10-year-old or
was
120
really
months or whatever they used to call it.
Send that single barrel over here.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks. I'll try that. I do have some show and tell today. If you want me to go into do some show and tell, what lot are we on? Talk about the auction here for a minute. Ooh, gold spot going
So
off.
503, the 13. So this is the spots. Let's talk about the spots. The gold spot. I had a 9-year-old, and they said, "Well, it's only ever been released one time. It'll never be released again." Well, sure shit, they released another one that's 13-year-olds. Maybe it's the same barrels, and they just waited 4 more years for them or something.
Yeah, I think the gold spot was a 1-year only release, but they did it in a 9-year and a 13.
So the 9-year I have sitting at home, or maybe I sold it already. I don't know. I don't remember. But they came out with a 13-year-old, and well, so this is interesting. The 9-year-old just sold for $1.50. The 13-year-old just sold for $1.50. Look at that.
Nice.
Oh,
It's
I'm sorry.
delicious.
One sold for 170. One sold for 150. It's. I actually that's the red spot you gave me a couple months ago was the best Irish I've had in a long time.
That's a 15-year Mitchell and Sons.
Yep.
And the red spot, the retail price skyrocketed.
Yeah.
When I started buying 15-year red spot, it was $115, and the gold spot was like $46 or $42, or green spot, excuse me. And there you
you.
go.
I
And,
used your button for you.
Yeah. This is the Weller single barrel. Let me tell you,
This was
always
here,
worth it.
I'll-
This is that honey barrel that you got, Kurt. This is
This-
the last of it.
this
Yeah.
should have been called the apricot bonnet. It's funny too because the label, it's an orange label.
Oh, delicious. Weller single barrel, of rarely seen in stores. Very little is produced, and
I got more out
if
of
you
that
get
than I
it,
thought.
try it. If you get the opportunity to try it, you should. Maybe if we're doing a happy hour live, we can take these bottles like this and offer them for tastings, and people can come down.
Maybe.
Tom's like, or maybe I'm going to drink it instead.
Yeah.
Where were we? You were talking about the things in the auction, and I'm going to do a little show and tell.
Yes.
Let's start with some neat things that came across my desk this week. One was this Blanton's Mini. So someone brought this in more as a curiosity as anything else, but you can see the wax seal is cracked. You can see that, bless you, that the juice in there is gross.
That's what my silver spur looked like.
Spit or swallow.
Oh, man.
I've been it's not as rancid as some of the other things that Vinny has fed me, but it just tastes like
Why do I'm
Milk
not going to
whiskey.
bring spit or swallow
you pick some crazy shit, Vinny.
for
So-
myself.
Obviously, the cork went on this. This does have a cork. The minis don't have a letter on the toppers, but not sellable, not
sure.
drinkable, and probably the subject of a lot of evaporation. Probably an attic or just a bad cork in time. They don't.
I
put,
will say, Blanton's, they have great bottles. They look like $1 million, but that wax seal on top,
they're
man,
fragile.
They
The
crack.
seal is fragile. Yeah.
They crack when they're new.
Yeah. All right. So this is the other interesting thing that came in from the same friends. Shout out to Sherwin. Thank you for bringing me some curiosities this week. But this has no label on it, and I'm hoping you can see this good on the camera.
So is there a backstory? I know it's a snake jammed into a bottle.
It's a cobra. It's a baby cobra with some eggs or some other little pieces in there.
I thought snakes had live birth. No. It's only,
They're eggs, Tom.
they're eggs. But what was so? Ezzy, what were you telling? That was medicinal for men problems or something like that, just like everything else.
Well, we could go to the Wikipedia page for snake wine.
So that's wine. That's
well-
supposed to be in there.
This is a subject of quite a few different Southeast Asian countries. Actually, most of Asia. Looks like
Asia's always got crazy theories.
Thailand. I think they make things like this in Thailand, Vietnam, India. We go to the Wikipedia page. Probably the best way to do it. So snake wine is one of the things they do. There are some pretty interesting things that they do. That is an actual cobra with the venom,
Ooh, look
with
at
the
the-
fangs.
Look at the bottle of snake wine on Wikipedia.
I got it if anyone wants to put it up. You're talking about that big blue jar.
With the deep red color to it and everything.
Yeah, if you can pop it up, I got it on the screen right
ready
here for you.
for
Yeah,
it?
I'm ready.
So it's rice wine. Okay, that makes sense. It's been around since 1000 BC here.
It is for medicinal uses, for sure. Here, I got the rest of the Wikipedia page up here. And there are all different varieties of it. Yeah, there's some frogs, there's some lizards.
What was
in
the
there.
alcohol they used to throw the worm in it? Was
Well,
it tequila?
Mezcal has a little worm in it. Yeah, I think one of those comes with it.
Oh, no thanks. I'm busy.
So some of it's whiskey, some of it's straight spirits, and it's a
So I asked a question and Wikipedia was right there. You mentioned that the venom and everything is in there still. There's a risk of ingesting steak wine, including systemic venomation from the contained venom. So you
So I was going to get to whether or not it's safe to drink.
it's 50-50.
It's not been studied. So there is still venom in that snake, even the little baby cobra, and the other, reptiles and lizards that they put in there, also have venom. So it's supposed to be medicine. It's supposed to treat
So
male sexual dysfunction.
So is bloodletting by leeches, but
Well, yeah, to your point.
So a number of health problems from the vascular system may result, including damage to vascular walls, endothelium, and abnormal platelet function, and whatever. I go to the reference because you got to be careful with Wiki because sometimes you never know. Zhang Moon, who wrote the book Severe Coagulopathy
did Tom freeze again?
after ingestion
Yeah.
of snake wine,
I
Journal
think
of
it's literally
Emergency
every
Medicine.
time we transition from something.
Oh, it's so when you're switching sources, that's what's
I
doing it.
think.
All right. Well, you can take my camera offline, put yours up, and then fix him. However,
I
it
can't
works.
fix Tom.
No,
I don't need to be fixed. I'm perfect the way I am. Thank you.
You
Yes.
sure are, bud.
when we're talking about whiskey and alcohol and keeping it on topic, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So can I buy this stuff?
Well, you have one right here. I don't feel like
I am not-
I don't
no, I'm
feel
all
like
set.
opening this.
Oh, Thailand unique steak whiskey. Oh, look at here. Hold on.
I don't think that I want to do this for a spit or swallow, and I also don't think
I
would.
wouldn't let you.
I don't think I would ingest snake.
Oh
venom.
my God! Look at this. Okay, this website called ThailandUnique.com. They've got California king snake, centipede vodka, cobra and grass snake whiskey. They have wines. They got a whole shop here. Gecko lizard whiskey.
And wait, this is something for sale in the U.S.
Little shop of horrors.
Let me click to buy it now. Oh, it says notify me.
No scorpion vodka for you.
No, we're all out
Currently
of
out of stock.
fresh out of scorpion vodka.
Well, let me ask the question: would anybody here voluntarily drink scorpion, cobra, centipede alcohol?
These are all notify me. This is the Asians got to get on this and start producing more. Oh, sago worm vodka is available.
Oh, okay. So you're saying they
Centipede vodka is available. A nip of it.
isn't
Bamboo worm vodka is available.
Would you drink it?
From a sanitary standpoint, the 80 proof or whatever it is clean enough. You're not going to get like a bacterial infection or viral. The question is that venom that's floating around in there. Is it stable? Is the venom still bad? Is it still do its thing?
Centipedes have venom, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So venomous
Edible scorpions bulk. They got scorpions in a jar like peanuts.
venomous alcohol.
Oh, here's scorpion vodka.
According to a different Wikipedia for habushu, which is Okinawa Japanese liquor, the venom is rendered non-poisonous because it's dissolved in the alcohol.
Okay, so the alcohol does affect or break down the enzyme or whatever, the proteins of that venom.
You still might get a tingly tongue, though.
That's
It could just be the alcohol, right? I don't know that I don't know that I would ingest venom. I got to say I don't care what it's dissolved in. I feel the risks are too high for the rewards.
I don't
What's
know.
the reward? There's a little blue pill for that.
Well, that I was just gonna say, I very rarely do I advocate pharmaceuticals, but man, if you need to fix that part of your life, there's good pills for that.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
The pills are made of crushed cobra.
Yeah. Oh, that's what? Maybe that's how they sell their products. So they claim this alcohol with the animal in it fixes your male thing. And what they do is they crush up Viagra and put it in there with it.
There were snake oil vendors.
Yeah.
that's interesting.
They have silkworm oil.
Nobody here? Because I
No.
mean, we could procure some and see if someone would drink it.
No,
We could call Hunter. He might drink it.
I wouldn't do that to Hunter.
We would need him to sign a waiver.
Yeah, right. There's some liability here, I think.
Ooh, cricket oil.
Cricket oil is an
Dude,
alcohol?
go to this ThailandUnique.com. They got all kinds of crazy stuff.
Finance is going to approve you to order some strange things as long as you'll drink them.
They're not expensive. A bag of sterilized crickets is $5. Jamaican crickets. They got Jamaican jerk crickets.
They're
I hear the locusts are better than crickets
Oh.
and grasshoppers.
I don't like the texture though.
It's more of a texture thing for me.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some bottles that are coming up. We're on the O's right now.
Silkworm pasta?
Oh, Jesus
So-
Christ, superstar.
We've got a couple bottles in the auction. This is from a private barrel that one of our clients brought us. It's called TYP Select. This is a 9-year, and based on the label that says Lawrenceburg, Indiana, I'm going to go with MGP. But look at the color on that. Beautiful 9-year whiskey with a label that no one has probably seen.
No.
So they bottled one barrel, and this is from Take Your Pick Liquors somewhere in maybe New Jersey, something like that. And I want you to take a look at this because I think it's going to be a bargain in this sale, and I think you should focus on it. It's coming up in a few lots. Our client brought us one. It was mislabeled, so no front label, but it had a back label.
It was an oopsie.
And we opened it and tried it already. So does anybody want to give this a go?
And just like Vinny, on this the day of my birth, I will admit that.
Okay. Well,
Oopsie.
I was a pleasant surprise too, Vinny.
what's that?
Oopsie.
The oopsie surprise thing.
Oh, yeah. Kurt, did you get some Fudgy the Whale cake? He's like, no
Fudgy the
thanks.
whale.
Old Forester going off.
Here you go, Tom. Try some TYP. I feel like that's a Michael Jackson song.
I was gonna say TYP
hope
sounds
so.
like an interesting acronym.
It's, yeah,
Take your
PYT.
pick.
Pretty
I mean-
young thing. Oh, that's surprisingly good. I like that. Good smelling bourbon. Doing a rinse first, Tom.
Yeah.
Nice color, 9-year MGP. This is our best guess. We don't have any data on this whiskey, but a bunch of bottles coming up in the sale, and might be the kind of thing which you can.
Oh, it's bottled
store
in
and enjoy.
Jersey. Bottled by Jersey Artisan Distilling, Fairfield, New Jersey. Distilled in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. So this is, yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody else runs out of Lawrenceburg.
That's great. That's great. What are they at right now? We know what these bottles are at. Let's take a look. What's the lot number on that, Tom?
I don't have the one with the lot number.
I'm looking.
Right in front of you.
I got it right here. 748 coming up. We're on lot 559. So let's go to 748.
Oh yeah, they're a bargain to be had right now.
You know what? And that there's going to be some weird bottles in every auction, and I don't even think these are weird. I just want to show people what they are.
Oh.
Let's see.
That three dagger.
Big Old Forester 12-year birthday bourbon, an older one. Ending now.
The Three Dagger is a 10-year vintage Jamaican rum. I did some research on that. So
Folks went a little bit cuckoo for them last time.
one of the concepts, and then, Vinny, great segue because it brings up a book that I want to talk about called Dusty Booze by Aaron Goldfarb.
That is good.
Three Dagger 10-year Jamaica rum is at $110. When we first saw these bottles, you know, kind of a generic-looking label. Here, Vinny, if you want to throw my screen up, I can show it.
I'm gonna freeze
Oh, that's
again.
going to freeze Tom, yeah.
Well,
on,
that's all right.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Let's.
Yeah. Give Tom a thumbs
Nope,
up.
it didn't do it that
I'm
time.
working. I'm jumping from screen to screen. Meh.
Okay. So this is the Three Dagger Jamaican rum, 10 years
Oh,
old. So
we-
it's
did
been aged.
Well, didn't we? I remember seeing these come in.
We sold a bunch of these in the last auction.
Yeah.
And then one didn't get paid for, so it's coming back around the second time.
Yeah.
1961 to 1977. This was part of the whole tiki cocktail craze that comes out of the 60s and goes into the 70s. And a lot of the cocktails that were made and invented them were used with this and other rums. And the trend, the interesting insider thing is to actually make a cocktail today, 2025,
Using
make a
old
cocktail
spirits.
using everything that's old. So older bitters, the older recipe, and the older alcohol. So you feel like you're drinking history. And that's one of the more fun things about this business is that
Is it Dusty's?
you're tasting something that's from a different era, that's made a different way.
No offense to the new stuff, but this stuff is so much more fun to catalog.
Yeah, well, yeah, because Three Dagger Jamaican rum that was 10 years old probably wasn't a really high-end product in 1975, right?
No.
It probably wasn't. It was probably on every shelf. It was affordable. Every bartender could get an allocation of it, and everyone else was ignoring it. Now, if you want to taste history, right now it's $110. So you got to hit for $120, and I think we averaged like $150 a bottle last time, Vinny, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that it exists. It's interesting that you can take a shot at it. Let's see if I'm looking on the back end here for the TYP. We got it in 3 bottle groups. They're resting at $60, $70 a group. So I can tell you right now, I'm drinking the TYP. It's in the auction at $20, $25 a bottle. You should buy this.
That's good.
9-year
Very
MGP juice. You won't be upset. It's a great drinker. Check that out. All right, now switch back, Vinny, and see if we can freeze Tom when he's not paying attention.
No, he's.
Oh, you switched back and he's fine.
When we don't need it.
Okay. So that does bring me up to my book review here. This is a relatively new release from Aaron Goldfarb. It's called Dusty Booze. Goldfarb being a journalist and writer, having done some very, very interesting things. I just want to check the published date on this. I believe it came out 2024. And if you have even the most remote... No, I'll move out of the way for you, Tom. There you go. Even the most remote interest in older bottles, not just bourbon, because he covers rums, he covers cognacs, he covers tequilas in here. This is a fantastic read. Definitely go buy this. I was given this, my mother, I believe, gave me this for Christmas or my birthday. My birthday, maybe, earlier this year. And you got to read it. It's a who's who of Dusty collecting. One of the things I found really interesting is that in the 1990s and the early 2000s, and this applies to the antiques business and the collectibles business just as it does to spirits and Dusty Booze, several collectors figured out that there was a valuable commodity, that there was something hiding on the shelves of liquor stores and in collections in America that was going to be valuable later. And they went out and they found as much as they could. One of the central tenets of this book is a very famous collector. Who was the guy with the airplanes, the Spruce Goose, Vinny?
Hughes.
Howard Hughes. That Howard Hughes would party. He had big mansions. He had a fantastic whiskey collection. And one of the buildings that he owned had a collection of many hundreds of bottles of vintage alcohol. And that it sat untouched for decades and decades, and he's looking for it in this book. So there's a great thread that ties it together on how he's searching for Howard Hughes's collection and trying to either get it for his own collection or bring it to market. I don't know about buried in Giant Stadium, but
Careful you don't pick up the bottles of pee from Howard.
yeah, well, he did kind of go crazy, right?
Who among us?
Yeah, and he goes in to talk to some of the modern cocktail geniuses who are making these cocktails in the old way. You know, there's a few places in the world where you can fly in and get a cocktail made as it was in 1919, 1950s, 1960s. You'll pay for it, but it's made with all the original ingredients. Have a good one, Kurt.
Bye, Kurt.
Good to see you. So great read, Dusty Booze. Absolutely check this one out. When Tom comes back, I'll probably talk a little bit more about this one too. I was also gifted this one. This is Clay Risen. This is American whiskey, bourbon and rye, a guide to the nation's favorite spirit. And he's got a great historical read in here. But then goes on to catalog a lot of currently available bottles that you can find in today's market, originally written in 2013, updated for 2015. But goes over Old Grandad. It goes over all of the American whiskeys and things that have come out. Probably one of the most interesting things that's in here.
Hello, America.
that I came about just this morning as I was getting ready for the show. Tom, did you know that they used to have a cocktail bar in Congress?
I'm not surprised.
I knew that.
But,
yeah.
In the Capitol building?
In the Capitol building, yes.
I'm not surprised. It's drinking is more was more accepted or more open back then, and then that's of course led to issues and whatnot. But
It would be unusual for an office not to have a bar.
there's a bar in our armory,
What armory?
in Branford Armory. There's a bar. Now, obviously,
This is Connecticut. Branford Armory, what, for the National Guard?
yeah,
And it's an active bar?
no,
I was gonna say,
there's no alcohol there, but
At TYP, don't sleep on that.
like so the original Gulf Street Armory, where
That's in Hartford?
New Haven.
Okay.
Had a beautiful mahogany bar, ballroom, the whole nine. The entertaining bars, dancing, ballrooms, and all that. That was part of everyday life.
So let's do a pop quiz. What year do you think they banned alcohol in U.S. Congress?
In U.S. Congress
2022.
yesterday.
Come on. What year do you think they banned the consumption of alcohol during lawmaking?
94.
So just because there's a bar doesn't mean you should be drinking while you're conducting
We're
serious
talking
business.
about making the laws of this country.
Right.
Now,
I didn't realize they were drinking. And you ever see the Daily Day Lincoln movie?
no.
That's a great movie with
Well, I'll give you a clue. They still had a bar in Congress when Lincoln was alive.
right. Well, I think that was one of the problems is because the congressmen were getting lit up and then deciding about slavery and segregation and all kinds.
It wasn't just a problem. They straight up had fist fights
yes,
on the floor
yes
of Congress.
that movie Lincoln.
Because
The
they were
way
drunk.
the Lord intended. You ever see like the Malaysian Congress where they just break out into fights?
It was the Spielberg movie Lincoln with
This was reported in newspapers at the time.
right Daniel Day-Lewis. The congressional floor was a bar room. Like it was like 30. It was X amount of people, half drunk. Maybe some were sober.
They banned drinking for visitors to Congress before they banned drinking to the delegates.
Well, they if you were elected, you were able to hold your liquor, I guess. So you were.
They couldn't hold their liquor.
I know, but the fact that they banned it from visitors first.
Yeah, right. So people couldn't be visibly drunk while visiting Congress.
Well, you know how they
but
say,
the senators and the representatives could.
you know how people make the phrase of the Wild West, everything else crazy like the old Wild West. The West wasn't just the only thing that was kind of unhinged and whatever. The
Talking about 19th century U.S.
Yeah.
politics.
yeah.
One of the problems that they ran into is they made such good drinks and cocktails there that people wouldn't show up for the vote and they couldn't get a quorum.
Because it would be,
Yeah, this is Clay Rison's book. You should read this. It's hilarious. He touches on the history of American whiskeys in a way that other people haven't, and I give him credit for that because there's a lot of books that have been written.
so part of the reason why Prohibition was such a big deal is alcohol consumption was part of everyday life.
Well, that's why we got teetotaling and why
Right.
Prohibition moved forward, and we had the temperance movement. I mean, it was a bad problem of everyday life.
And it wasn't just Congress too. It was
What was
church leaders. It was the den leaders of the Boy Scout. Like there was alcohol was an epidemic.
But I got to tell you this: they didn't have ibuprofen, so you worked a long day, and you came home and you're like, "Oh my God, my body's in pain. I'm 35 years old. I'm near the end of my life. I may as well have a drink."
Oh, no.
They used to drink alcohol because it was safer than the water.
There's some truth to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Not
So-
not a ton, but there's some truth to that. You live out in the woods, and there's no moose taking a leak in your stream. The water's pretty good.
Yeah, I get that.
In the
but
city, though, not so much. They didn't have good clean water. They didn't have water purification.
I'm talking way before the U.S. I'm talking world history.
Sure, you're talking post-plague.
Yes. Yeah.
Sure.
Rome was ahead of its time, and they actually
Yes.
still have fountains that were made when the original irrigation system was.
Yeah,
put into
Rome's
place.
aqueducts were a big thing. Yeah,
Roman aqueducts was
fresh water in, bad water out.
yes.
Yeah. So What year do you think Congress officially banned? Because Vinny's made a few jokes, but he's a little off.
No, I really thought
1890.
It's 1895, yeah? Or 85, excuse me, 85.
Yeah,
85, they banned drinking in Congress.
Yeah.
Now, that was when the...
Now, mind you, that was wasn't 100. We were established as a country. This wasn't...
It's 140 years ago.
There is absolutely a motion picture to be made about that.
Just that? Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think.
Let me see if I can find there was a fight in Congress and a rebellion about it. If you want to carry this for a little bit, let's see if I can find the actual event. There was something that happened. I guess there was a fight, or
I'm Googling
Ways
drunk
and Means.
moments in Congress.
That's probably the way to do it rather than me look through this book.
In recent years,
They eventually went on to form trusts. So the companies that were business owners that were representing distilleries formed trust. This is prior to the antitrust movements in the early 1900s. I mean, the alcohol business in the late 19th century was dirty. They were rectifying whiskey. They were they were putting horrible things in the barrels.
were you telling me that okay, fun fact. Here in Connecticut, distributors set the price. Do you know why that became to be? Because the distillers were playing Moneyball and screwing around with prices.
Okay.
So Connecticut, in all its glory, X amount of years ago, said, well, we're taking that away from them. Distributors set the price. They set the retail price. Because back in the day, the distillers were playing Moneyball with pricing, and they would negotiate rates. So going to one place might be cheaper than the other or more expensive or whatever. So that there was, there was a lot of, a lot of crap going on as far as legitimacy goes.
It was so dirty. The whiskey business, the purity of whiskey, the development of bottled and bond.
Bottled and bond was because of the screwery.
Well, whiskey wasn't actually bottled until 1895 or 1900. I'm off on the date, but whiskey wasn't sold in bottles. It was sold in barrels to taverns, to saloons, to things like that. You didn't actually have bottling and labeling of whiskey, I think, until you get to the early 1900s.
Well, wasn't there a whole thing about even beer, over in Europe, the beer standards and stuff? Wasn't that a precursor to that?
Beer standards in England have been around for a couple hundred years, I believe.
Because Guinness and the Irish beer standards, German beer standards, UK beer, they're very protective of those things. Not only quality, but I think alcohol content and everything else too. But
yes. So, have you been to UK or England?
No.
If you order a beer there, there's a line on the glass.
And right, you can only
all the glasses
liquid
are the
has
same.
to be there, and then you can have foam or head above it.
Correct.
Yes.
And if it pours short, you can report them.
Yes.
Because
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking through really quick to see if I can come up with one of these scandals.
I improved my Google search to drunk moments of Congress pre-1900.
And did you come up with anything?
There's some videos, but obviously
Let's see what I can find for you here.
Yeah, drunken shenanigans and booziest moments in world history. This is a Australian website, but
I should have marked it. I don't remember exactly what page it was on.
First drunk driving arrest, 1897. That's interesting. I will like to point out that the drinking age here in America is 21, and most of the world is 18.
You know what? And some people say that that's a problem.
The problem, I think, is, in Europe, and I don't know if they still do it or if it's still true, but a 16, 15-year-old is having a glass of wine, if he or she chooses, for dinner. So booze is not cliche when you 21, let's go get drunk.
Well, that's exactly what happened when I turned 21.
Right. That's like American tradition. You're 21 and then you go get sloshed. In Europe, it's like, yeah, I've been drinking since I was 15. Who cares?
So there was a bartender, very famous bartender in Congress, one of the most popular employees, Richard, who was an artist in determining the exact proportions of each ingredient of a mixed drink. And,
to a scientific standard,
yeah, he was a cocktail bartender.
Little vials and test tubes and everything. Or
have you ever actually seen the recipes for 19th century cocktails? They're atrocious. They sound vile.
But they're like pharmaceutical grade almost. Like they're
no.
A dash of this and 2 lizards' tails and this and that and everything else. It's like witch's brew type stuff.
Yeah, but it's like they'll mix beer with brandy and milk. Like some of the things that I've seen are just
Why?
gross.
Why?
They're gross because
Was it? Oh, that cures this bacteria infection. So you
let's
should
see.
take
Here's
some of
some 19th century cocktails. Let's find one. Gin cocktail, okay. Bitters, a Martinez, some Manhattan with gin instead of bourbon. Okay.
Where'd the word cocktails come from? Is what I want to know.
Oh, that's a good one. I actually couldn't answer that.
Mint julep was a big one back then. That was a popular one.
Yeah.
Gin fizz.
I'm looking to see, like, there's debates about where the old fashioned came from, the Sazerac cocktail
So
came from.
a lot of the word. The AI was listening. The word cocktail itself was defined in 1806, initially referring to a simple mix of spirits, sugar, water, and bitters. Over 19th century, mixology advanced. Blah blah blah. So okay, so sounds like the 1800s is when people started experimenting.
Yeah. I mean, whiskey has been made here in the United States since the 1790s.
Right.
Now, of varying qualities and degrees. You're talking about probably over 100 years of adulterated whiskey full of shenanigans.
Was it
and
Michter's one of the original distilleries in the country?
It was Elijah Craig is credited as the father of American bourbon. It's sort of contested, a little controversial. I think Elijah Craig, Ezra Brooks, all those names go way, way back to, the beginning of the 19th century, the end of the 18th century.
I said Michter's, but Baumburgers. Let's see. I'm Googling.
Baumburger was a Mennonite?
Surviving stillhouse, warehouse, and jug house date from about 1840, but the site has documented history of spirit production since 1753.
1753 is pretty freaking early.
Right.
When you're talking like the whiskey that we started to think about, whether it was rye
yeah.
or what, it wasn't called bourbon yet, but in 1790s, and it really weren't aging it in barrels quite yet. The barrel thing didn't come along until
I remember
later.
this because the back of the A.H. Hirsch bottle says something to that effect.
I'm sure I can find one for you.
I already got it, but I can't zoom into the picture. Oh, yeah, there it is, 1774. No, 1974, but that's... Anyway, yes. Didn't George Washington own a distillery too or something?
George Washington did distill. I don't think it was what you would think of as whiskey or anything, but I'm pretty sure Jefferson did. They all made cider too. They had orchards and farms and things like
cider
that.
was huge.
Cider's also easy to make. It just needs to ferment and it's done. It's not like it has to age like a whiskey.
This is MountVernon.org. This is the George Washington. In 1799, George Washington's distillery produced nearly 11,000 gallons.
Rye, right?
Making one of the largest whiskey distilleries. Let me keep reading. Oh, is there a paywall here? Oh, there's a distillery tour at Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, if you were a farmer and you had excess grain, you had to do something with it.
Why not?
That's where alcohol and whiskey came from.
His whiskey consists of 60% rye, 35% corn, and 5% malted barley. From a ledger that was in his distillery.
And they're making it there now, right? You can buy it?
It looks like it's
Pretty sure you can buy it in the gift shop there.
craft
Yeah.
brewery type stuff. Yeah.
Let's see. I think you can buy it there now.
There's pictures of it online.
Yeah. Okay. I got to get behind the age wall here.
It's not a paywall. There's an age
Age
wall,
gate,
there's
yeah.
paywall, there's this, that, and everything else.
Apparently, I was just born in 1940 to get past this paywall.
Censorship.
George Washington's rye. It looks unaged. Straight rye. This one looks good.
I'm sure he's got some barrels tucked away.
That's interesting. So for $188, you can get a bottle of George Washington
How
straight
much?
rye. $188. I mean, it's been distilled recently. It's not from him.
Right.
But the recipe was discovered by researchers examining the distillery ledgers. Yep, you said that. This is interesting. I'd like to try it.
Why don't we do a little self-aging? Because it's probably like 4-year-old stuff. It's minimal age just to pump it out. It's more of a souvenir than it is an actual spirit, probably.
Did Vinny get up?
I think he's using the boys' room.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. It looks good. It's got good color to it. I would definitely try this. Maybe they'll ship it up here.
Distillery was reconstructed in 07.
Okay.
It's sure authentic.
And there's some wine made there too. Oh, they have the straight rye premium for $225, Tom.
It was aged an extra year.
Probably, but it looks great.
I feel like that's all souvenir-y type stuff.
I don't know. Could be good. $225 is a lot, though. I mean,
Look at what you can get for $225.
yeah, if you're smart, you can get a bottle of Michter's 10-year if you bid right and get it done. Oh, Redbreasts are going off now. 27-year. Look at that. At $425. Get on that, guys. That's a $700 retail bottle now. Let's go. Closing. Sold. Somebody got lucky. Let's see what else we have closing off here. We're at 647.
Do you like all these oddball Redbreast editions?
I love all this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Redbreast 12 is what really kind of got me into the greater world of delicious and good Irish whiskey. But their lineup right now is stunning. You can get the 12-year, you can get the 15-year, you can get an 18-year, you can get a 21, and you can get a 27. Those are relatively all available. Maybe not where you are right now, but I see them on shelves around here.
Irish and Scotch is on shelves everywhere around here.
Yeah, it is.
Expensive, full retail, but
The 21-year Redbreast and the 18-year Redbreast, that's kind of the sweet spot. The 27 is deep, dark, complex. It's great. I have a bottle open at home. I share it with people.
what was it used to be MSRP?
Used to be $500, but you can't find it anywhere now for, I think it's $6.99, $6.49 is retail now on that bottle. They didn't.
I've seen even higher. I've seen $1,000 price tags all over the place.
Yeah, but you can't get it now. Is it worth it? Yeah, it's good. It's a good bottle. The Redbreasts that are really hard to come by are the funky ones. So
that's why I asked you about
Dream Cask. I'd love to
Okay.
try Dream Cask. I think that's a single barrel thing, like one cask at a very high proof. The Pedro Jimenez is closing. Another 27 years closing right now. There's just some great stuff in Redbreast. It's all friendly and delicious and complex. There's not a lot of high proof stuff there, so it's very easy to drink. It's good. Redwood Empire's coming up.
Rock Hill Farms is coming up, holding strong at 300.
Mm-hmm.
Rock Hill Farms, it was great.
Oh, and then we got Russell's Reserves, including the 15s. Sure you don't want to open that one, Tom?
Not really, man.
Uh-huh. I see what's going on.
There's a lot of good stuff open up already.
All right, well, how about this? I'll just show you a bottle that's in the auction then.
There you go.
So coming up in a few lots is Russell's Reserve. So we tried the Beacon, which is, 17 and 10-year blend?
16 and 10.
16 and 10-year blend. Yeah, you have the box. I think Kurt took the bottle and left.
He did, didn't
But
he?
this is Russell's Reserve 17.
Yeah, 16 and 10.
16, right? 16 year. So this
That's
is
a straight bottle of 16.
straight bottle of 16.
That should make the Beacon, put the Beacon to shame.
Distilled in 2003. So this is a 2019 release of Russell's Reserve. But like 2019 is like that tipping point where all the taters popped out and all the stuff started going crazy.
Just right around
Interest
COVID.
went up. Yeah. In fact, I found a story I was researching for today's show. Let me see if I still have it on my phone. I found a story in a magazine. Oh yeah, I do still have it. It's from Global Drinks Intel, and I'm going to see if I can get it on the screen for you here. And this magazine is from September of 2019. Let me show it to you here. That's the cover of the magazine. And look what it says. Bourbon is booming.
When was that?
2019.
Every time there's a pop or a boom, there's always going to be a downward swing too. I mean, it's just what goes up must come down kind of thing, right?
Well, and the crux, the key, the challenge of the whiskey business is that you got to put it in the barrels. It's got to sit there for a while.
That, and there's the other crux too is there's so many distilleries and producers now. I mean, beer is seeing a consolidation, or has seen a consolidation.
Actually, waves of consolidation.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
with
then
the craft brewers.
right, and then the whiskey's probably going to see the same wave. It's natural. It is what it is.
What I'm excited about is the hyper age barrels that we're going to see.
The
in the next
50-year-old
10
barrels
years.
and all
Well, a bourbon can only go so long in the barrel, so they got to
But
start
you-
putting it in vats or whatever.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
All right, the first Russell's 13 is ending. This is the 2023 editions, and then we have a couple of 2025 editions as well. And looking good. You're looking at $275, $250 for the first year
Russell's
Russell's Reserve
15s
13s.
holding strong at 500.
And then this year's Russell's Reserve 13, 225, 225. As soon as you hit the 15s, yeah, 500, 500, 500.
If you want to open a
across the
15,
board.
go for it.
No, now all of a sudden you're interested in it.
I want to do a little AB.
You want to do Beacon versus 15?
Yeah, I mean, I want to clear my palate, and because it was only an hour or two ago. I remember what Beacon tasted like. I want to do a little comparison to it.
You could do both. I have enough glasses.
We're gonna have to order a whole pallet of glasses because we go through quite a few here.
Didn't I try to order those and you said no? Ezzy?
I still have them in my shopping cart.
We'll go to the dollar store.
What broad group of people did Tom offend while I was gone?
The entire southern hemisphere.
Benny, Tom has been saying, no, I can't open this $500 bottle for the entire show.
So
now he's changed his
here's
mind.
the thing. So here's the problem. Here, I already know what the problem is. So when Russell's 15 came out, you got a bottle, you popped it open. It was on the show. It was on
It was a $250 retail bottle that I got.
I think it was an auction because we had a guest here.
Yeah, I'm right. It was one of the first podcasts, yeah.
And we killed it. We're like, wow, this is really good.
Well, I shared it with everybody I could for like 2 weeks.
And then it exploded in popularity and price. And you're like, damn it, we drank my Russell's 15. We did.
I might have been a little sad that the bottle was gone, but I immediately bought a replacement and didn't open it.
Yes.
And then I bought another one.
I
didn't
think,
open it.
okay, so let me reminisce. So we had Beacon. Beacon's obviously great. I remember drinking Russell's 15 and going, Ryan, this bottle is going to be $1,000 in 10 years.
So that's why you're reticent to open it, because you think it'll be worth more.
I think it's going to be one of those because the rumor is they're never coming out with a 15-year again.
This was a 1-year release.
It was a 1-year release,
It says right there, limited release, 2024.
And the other caveat is they're going to have the standard line of Russell's is going to be a 13 and something else.
13 is an ongoing release, yes.
Right, and then there's another one, maybe 17 or something.
I saw like
What was the rumor?
sometimes when the bourbon groups post a label of a whiskey that like sometimes they post a label that goes through TTB, Tax and Trade Bureau.
Doesn't mean it's going to be done either.
Yeah, if you apply to Tax and Trade, it means you have that whiskey ready to go. But people Photoshop that stuff all the time and put fake labels up in the bourbon groups.
So there was a 17-year-old. It was part of that box you just showed, the Russell's Reserve. There was in 2020.
Oh, that's closing right now. It's at 600 for
right.
16 years. So there you go. Is there a formula for Wild Turkey based on the year? This one's a 16-year and it's at 600.
You said Eddie Russell doesn't like all that,
This one's a 15-year.
John
it's at 500.
Foolery with the aged barrels. He drinks a 5-year-old all day long, and that's
Jimmy
it.
Russell? Yeah.
Or Jimmy Russell,
He
yeah,
says
yeah.
he likes a 7-year, but Eddie's smart. Eddie and Eddie's son, they understand what bourbon drinkers want. Not that Jimmy doesn't, but people love this stuff. They want more of it. The masters keep, the Beacon, this 16-year Russell's Reserve.
They want something special.
Well, they do, but they also want it to be good. Like, they don't put junk in any of these releases. They're never bad.
Well, you can't, because once you do that, you're never coming back.
Right. Well, and people like Wild Turkey as a base level product, which is also good.
Wild Turkey 8-year-old, what used to be called the export and is now a regular. There's your tariffs again. The rumor was the reason the 8-year-old came out is because the tariffs shut down a lot of it, and they said, well, just put it in the American market.
Wild Turkey 101 8-year was
Age Statement 101, which is 8-year, which was an export-only product. But because of tariffs, they opened it to America. That was the rumor I read.
yeah, I cannot confirm or deny that.
Me too. But that's a solid product. That's a solid product.
Let's see if I can find anything on that. Rarebird 101. So rarebird101.com is the source for Wild Turkey information. So if you're going to find anyone who understands that, Rarebird 101, you could spend hours and hours reading about different Wild Turkey releases. Let's see. That should have been happened years ago. He talks about Wild Turkey could have killed Long Branch following McConaughey's departure and earmarked those barrels for a fan-focused release like this one. That's interesting.
Oh my God, all these aged walls.
Oh, well, it's okay, Tom. They're surprisingly easy to get through.
Yeah, but it's just, no, I want it now.
I want it now.
So Russell's Reserve, the Russell's Reserve website still shows the 15-year. Sign up to Mung to be the first to hear of future updates. Oh, this is sign up for their email. But let me see. Our bourbons and ryes. Let's see what their standard lineup is. So they got the 6-year-old rye, single barrels, 10 and 13. I thought I read somewhere that they were planning, and this could all be bullshit from Reddit, they were planning to have a regular 17-year-old product. Like they have the wood box there,
Okay.
16, 17-year-old product. But they wanted to get something to market when it was hot. So they dropped the 15-year. And, of course, it was fantastic.
It's great.
So
I'll open it if you want, but, we can hold on. Maybe the drama is what's exciting and compelling.
I'm neither here nor there. Listen, man. I can go get a $35 bottle and be happy.
How about I show you some Dusties?
Okay.
Okay. So this is Old Weller, the original 107 proof
Very veiny.
Dusty handle. 175. Sealed. Vintage, gold vein.
Minty seal. Minty dusty. Because we get a lot of Dusties that are
This was
been
sold
through hell.
in a plastic case. I don't have the I have the sleeve over there in the other room. I don't have it right here. But boy, this thing looks delicious.
Now, that was not a bottom shelfer, but that was a mid shelfer in its day, wasn't it?
Well, it was always delicious, but it might not have been as highly regarded as some of the other.
So here's a thought. Back in the day, whiskey company, and when I say back in the day, I'm talking 70s, 80s, and 90s. They didn't do a lot of limited editions like they do today.
So during the glut, they did in decanters. The last
But they
glut.
didn't advertise it as a 20-year-old or 50. So my question to you, what are the hottest, most sought after limited edition Dusties? What's
Limited edition.
So Stitzel Welsh.
they didn't really call stuff limited edition then.
Correct. So like we had that Wild Turkey 1955 100-year anniversary with the painting on it.
Yeah, that was anniversary.
Okay. The juice, they never said anything about the juice in that bottle.
So who's tasted it that's alive?
Correct.
They made very few. That was like a gift to distributors and
Right.
that sort of thing.
My question is, what limited edition, Russell's 15 is a limited edition. What limited edition product from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, there's very few of them, that exist and are
All right.
mind-blowing?
Well, let me ask you this. Does it say limited on it, or do we just
Yes.
know that it's limited through history?
No, limited. So usually, so very, very old Fitzgerald. So they advertise it's very, very old Fitzgerald.
I have some.
Well, that you have the decanter style one. Yes, the
Monticello decanter of Old Fitzgerald.
nice.
Stitzel Weller. I left the dust on this one.
Gross.
Gross. No.
We had
The
an open
dust
one.
is
Remember we
so
drank
great.
the open
We
one, and the
did.
dust. If the alcohol ran through the dust on the lip, and I could taste the dust.
This is a 4-year-old. Yes, I could taste the dust. I just didn't want to clean
See,
it off.
it's a 4-year-old. So very, very old Fitzgerald is what, 10 or 12 years old?
Something like that. 12, yeah.
And of course, it's probably got even older juice in it. So that's an example of a super desirable, limited edition bottle from the 80s and 90s, 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Yeah. There are a couple that came out in the 60s that were like for the owners of a hockey team or,
Right.
Private bottling. Like private
25-year-old Rip Van Winkle, that kind of
The
stuff.
private bottlings were so rare. It wasn't a thing.
Oh, what's that one that we were recently reading about? That was that store in Manhattan, the store pick in Manhattan. That was like
The Red Hook Rye or something?
Red Hook. Yes,
Yeah, well, Red Hook Rye is the dusty of all dusties.
correct.
But it's not even that old. That's from the 1990s, I think.
Right, but the reason that was magical, the whiskey itself is made from 4 barrels of 1984 Willett Distillery rye, aged for 23 to 24 years.
Rye can handle that kind of stuff.
That's what was magical, is it was distilled in like 1960. Well, if it barrels of 1984 Willett Distillery, it was aged for 23 or 24 years. So A.H. Hirsch, 16-year-old. When did that come out?
Come
90s,
out?
91, 92?
Yeah, 90s. It
That was during the bourbon glut.
No.
No, remember It was 16-year-old, but they vatted it.
It was distilled during the bourbon glut, but it was not released until the 90s and through the 2000s. In fact, they couldn't get rid of that stuff. A.H. Hirsch?
The A.H. Hirsch 16-year-old, that the gold foil or
They
the blue
vatted
bar.
it. They vatted it. It took them forever to get rid of
But
all
it was
that stuff.
originally It was originally produced in 1974.
It's 80s maybe.
No, it's the back of the label. It says 74. But they vatted it for another 10, 12 years because they
Yeah.
didn't want to waste
They
it.
wanted to stop it from aging.
Right.
And
Just
they
like,
vatted it, and then they bottled it like 3 or 4 different times. That whiskey bounced around.
right. But just like Buffalo Trace is putting stuff in the cooler.
Well, here, I have the book over here. I can find out exactly what year it is.
Oh, yeah. It's the back of the label. It says it.
I can't reach it, though.
You and your books. I got internet.
You know, a good
1974 A.H. Hirsch.
so it was distilled at Michter's.
Correct. It was distilled at the original Michter,
It
or
was a contract.
somewhat so 74, age 16 years. So that's 1990.
That's another book for you. Charles Cowdery's book, The Best Bourbon You'll Never Taste. Although Tom's tasted it and I have not.
That's good.
Yeah. And that's all he said. He goes, oh, it's good.
It's so thick
it's
and
definitely good.
viscous. It coats your tongue for like an hour. It's unbelievable.
So in
Anyway,
November, you'll have a chance at that Old Weller, the 107. There is a 1 gallon Old Fitzgerald.
and that's Stitzel Weller juice, but it's
in
only
there as well.
7-year-old.
That, you say only 7-year-old. Like, it's not.
We're raving about 16 and 15-year-old stuff.
So that's what I keep telling you. That the old distiller said, it's great at 7 years. Send it.
Right.
They actually didn't want it to be over oaky and complex. They just
Right.
wanted to make good bourbon.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing, too, is that you can get a basic product that had 16-year-old barrels mixed in because they forgot about them in the top of the rick house or bottom of the rick house.
That's where I left those.
Well, you get a lot of evaporation on the top, so
Right. Well,
faster aging.
so when we were in Kentucky, it was interesting to know that the top of the rick house, high evaporation, was where your very basic products were.
Because yeah, they could turn that over quickly.
Right. And then the high end stuff was in the bottom.
Little bit of SAS 18 left here.
I thought you were opening Russell's.
I love the push and pull of this show. I'll open it. I wanted to open it
You were
before.
breaking my stones for 4 hours now.
Okay, we'll open it.
Do whatever you want.
But you sound
my
like my
God.
mother.
Yes.
Just do whatever you want. If you're gonna do it anyway, just do whatever you want.
Your mother does not sound like that.
My mother does not sound like that. No, if you sound like a mother, how about that? Mother
Ooh,
something.
wow. I don't know. Mothers out there, why don't you respond to Ryan's comment about the...
I feel like that's not our demo.
No. No.
Well, it's not now.
Do you think... Do you think there will ever be a large number of... I know there's women out there that drink whiskey, and that's great. I love them. Do you ever think there will be a large contingent of female drinkers drinking straight spirits?
No, it's on the decline. Spirits consumption's on the decline.
RTDs, RTSs.
RTDs, RTSs.
Ready to drink, ready to serve, for those who don't know. Meaning high noons, Cutwaters, all the drink. That is what they're selling all day long. That's a good seal, too. Those bottles are going to last a long time.
You want more than that, Tom? Or is that
No,
okay?
I cleaned my glass for you.
Okay.
Save that one for yourself. Fill me up.
Top that off, buddy. There you go.
And Des, you go get him a Kofavy.
Oh, it's got such a unique smell.
We do have creamer now.
No, black coffee for him.
Wow. I thought the beacon smelled good. This is really good.
Well, I got to have the beacon back. Do we know where that is?
It's right there next to it.
That
So I'm
was
gonna AB.
really good.
The 15-year-old is just so unique. It's got a complex smell to it.
15. Beacon.
Tom, do you need to walk out the room?
Hmm?
Do you need to walk out the room? Have some alone time?
I would love that, right? I could use like a nap and a pillow and a whiskey and a cigar, and life would be good.
Fall
They're-
asleep on the couch with a lit cigar. Yeah, I don't know. And booze.
There's a funny story about
100
that.
proof booze.
There's a real life story about that.
All right. So they smell you different for sure.
They're two very unique. Oh, okay, let's hold on. Wild Turkey only uses one mash bill, right?
Yes. It's their yeast that sets them apart. The 15's everything I remember. Oh, it's delicious. But I do get, it's complicated too. It's got like that barrel char, that caramel apple. That's what I'm getting
it's
out
sweeter.
of it. Caramel apple.
The Beacon was more bourbony. If that, you can go ahead and crucify
Well,
me
then
for
what's
that.
the 15?
The 15 has a better combination of complex smell to it.
And now Beacon.
This smells like holiday time in New England with all the spices, a touch of fruit. Like this is
They're both equally good. I will say it that way. They are different. They're both equally good. Here, try the Beacon next to it. Oh man, the Beacon has a way longer finish.
yeah, that's that.
Way longer finish on the Beacon, and it evolves and it keeps going. And I'm getting some dessert stuff on there, like some kind of fig or like what's
Now that the Beacon is also sat for a little while, I know that makes a difference too, man.
And then the 15. Let's go back to the 15.
So there's
Are they both worth $500? Hell yeah, absolutely. We're at lot 730, Tom. You're doing pretty good.
like there was doubt that I was going to make it all the way through.
Well, we at least recovered you from all the politics talk.
I like the Russell's 15 smell better.
All right, back to the 15.
No, Russell's 15.
Yeah, it's got this edge to it, this caramel edge. I don't know if it's barrel char in there. I don't know if it's.
The Beacon has a bite.
You say that, but I don't get that off that.
When I say bite, it's got that.
I think you get a little more fruit forward sugar on the 15.
Yes,
Dark though, like baked apple pie.
It's
like
perfectly aged, is what it is.
Yeah, I get.
I think the
dark
15,
fruits.
the 15 year, they pulled that on the best day ever.
I think it's yes. That's why it's a
so
magical bottle.
balanced.
Yeah,
I think they
put some older whiskey in with the 15.
no. I think they pulled. It was in the right rick house on the right shelf, and they pulled it the right day. I think they just had a bingo.
But to get that color, I think it's baseline 15, and they added 16, 17 on top of it. That's my guess. That there's some older barrels.
So you're saying this
there.
is a magical blend that the master distiller and master blender like
Eddie Russell.
nailed it.
Yeah, I think they nailed it on the 15, and the Beacon they nailed it on too.
Beacon's great.
But they're also self-saying what 17 and 10 in the Beacon, 16 and 10. Okay, that's great. They put those two together in the lab and said, "This works out."
Can you see Eddie Russell with a lab coat?
I don't think that's how they do it.
No, it's a freaking rick house with a jug and a mason jar.
Listen, they got magic in a bottle on both of these. If you're a Wild Turkey fan and you like older and special editions of Wild Turkey, both of these are worth every penny. You will get them, you will drink them, you will be happy with both. And you know what? Kudos to us for getting to try both of them. We had to work our ass off to get the Beacon in here, and then 15 year. These are out of our collection, so. Which one would you spend $500 on now that you've had both?
15.
You know what? Because I already have 15, I want another Beacon.
Oh, I mean, I'm all about good bourbon. So drink less and better. Drink better quality and less. I would rather have one bottle of Beacon than 10 bottles of X. You know what I mean? Like I would.
Sure.
It's less quantity and more quality.
We are on lot 741. We're doing some handies right now.
We are not.
Why is that funny, Vinny?
We are not.
Thomas H. Handy
All right, there you
Sazerac.
go. Not that kind of party.
Oh. So now that I had the bite of the Beacon.
See, I don't get bite of the Beacon.
I did. It was spicy.
Spicy. Yeah.
You thought it was spicy? Like alcohol spicy
No.
or flavor spicy?
Yeah, flavor.
Flavor spicy.
So it's too much flavor for you guys.
No, it was good, but it's like
It's overwhelming.
Okay. Vinny, you drink a cocktail of banana liqueur and Ensure. Am I right?
What did I have the other day? Yeah, it was that and the whiskey.
So you put peanut butter whiskey, banana liqueur, and Ensure protein shake together.
Oh, you gotta get your vitamins.
That sounds like some prepper special of like if you could just drink one item and survive the day. An Ensure drink is packed with a ton of protein and nutrients, and then you add all the other crap to it.
Well, he wants to make sure it's sterile, so he puts banana liqueur and peanut butter whiskey in it. Does it taste good?
Yeah, it was the Elvis special.
His palate is blown to smithereens with Mountain Dew, Gigawatt, and
Gigawatt.
the other.
Gigawatt.
There's colors of Mountain Dew cans I've never seen before.
All right. See, I was hoping to save the ranting and off-topic discussion for like way later in the show, but
We're 700 lots in.
You got to it pretty early. But you wanna do the Phillies, the lady at the Phillies game thing?
There's not much ranting. So come to find out, she's a school teacher administrator.
No, that's not her.
No?
That's not her.
right.
They doxed the wrong person.
Oh, that's awful.
She's like, no, it wasn't me. I'm a Boston fan.
All right, Vinny, I got it on the
All
screen.
right, let's get the
Hang
facts
on.
here.
Hang on, I got it on the screen.
Give me the facts. And then,
All
I'll-
right,
I don't
let's-
think
and then I'll
they know
rant.
who she is yet.
Yeah, why don't you put my screen up and you can watch the video.
What's up with the 3 Dagger? It's hanging in there forever. It's at $300.
$300, dude.
Ryan, I think you
told
managed
you.
to sell the 3 Dagger Jamaican rum there.
Yeah, it's my job. I'm an auctioneer. Wearing a leopard print
Hey, someone
shirt.
there's 2 people going at it because it keeps extending it 30 seconds.
It's a hard bottle to get. All right.
Type 9 is TYP 9 is
Oh, it went up a little.
that's a good. You can't sit in front of it. You can't go wrong.
No, not at that price.
Uncle Nearest.
I got Uncle Nearest news if you want it. But let's do this first.
All right, go.
All right. This is the video from Philadelphia Phillies game in the last couple days.
Everybody's seen it.
Yeah, all right. Let's just hit it. This is TMZ and Twitter. So here you see a home run ball gets hit into the stands. Guy runs over many seats, I might add.
Yeah, but it was loose. It was a non-dense section of the stadium.
All right, let's just show it again. Because the seats weren't full, the guy runs over and grabs the ball for his kid. Well, now we're spooling and buffering. This is because I pulled it up on X. But we'll shrink it, grow it again. Hang on. Nope, it's not going. Anyway, so the guy runs over and grabs the ball. The guy in the red shirt, the dad, it looks like he grabs it from a scrum of people way away from his seat, brings it back and puts it in his kid's glove.
There's nobody between him and that other seat, though.
Yeah, but he went 12 seats over to get the ball.
That's fair game.
It's fair game. It's empty seats.
Sorry,
he
it's
was
not loading anymore.
stampeding people.
I wonder what's going on here.
So,
Oh, TMZ crashed.
Well, that was your problem. You went to TMZ.
yeah, TMZ. There's 800 pop-ups happening right now.
Well, let's see if we can find it again.
So
No.
then the woman walks over there, starts
down.
screaming at him, and he ends up giving her the ball. Says,
She's
"You know what?"
yelling. She goes Karen on him. She goes, "That was my ball. You took it from me."
He goes, F off. Here, have the ball.
And then he's like, "You're going to take it from my son, my little kid who's here at
Right.
a baseball game on his birthday, I think I heard."
Right.
And he gives her the ball because he doesn't want her to, have a fight or anything with her.
Sometimes you
He
just gotta
showed
shut
his
a Karen.
son that it's just a baseball. To hell with it.
That kid, you can see the expression on his face. That kid is crestfallen. That he got a home run ball. His dad ran over and got it. Now, I'm gonna take the maybe controversial take here that guy might have been a little out of his league to grab that ball from that woman.
Those
it
were empty
landed
seats.
near her.
She didn't have it.
So the reason why he got it so quick is because it hit the seats and went towards him. So even if he wasn't standing there, the ball would have drifted. Have you ever had a ball hit in your area in a stadium?
No.
I have. My father, we went to a Mets game. We all went and got food. My father sat in the seats. We come back. He goes, "Oh, here you go." He had a effing ball. Well, it hits the seats. It's like a pinball machine where it goes all over the place.
Yes.
So it went underneath his seat and stopped at his foot. It was a foul ball. It wasn't a home run ball.
Nobody else came after it though.
Well, it pinballed all over. Nobody knew. Nobody cared. Nobody saw it. But it stopped. So my point is, even though he was 10 seats away, it looked like it hit the seats was coming at him anyway.
I don't know. It looked like he went running 12 seats away to steal a ball from a old lady.
But old lady, she's...
Ugh, don't be a Karen advocate, Ryan.
Yeah, really.
No, but wait.
They deserve no sympathy.
He gave it to his kid, and that's when the Karen should have been like, well, a kid came to a baseball game. He should get a ball. So the Karen should have been like, whatever.
Yeah.
And instead, she went nuts on the dad, and dad goes, nah, I don't want to fight with this lady. This could get ugly. It's all on camera. The stadium boos the old lady out of the audience.
Yes.
They boo her out of the stadium. I'm pretty sure everybody was yelling at her.
She just took a kid. You took a ball from a kid.
But the dad took a ball from the old lady.
She never had hands on it.
You can't prove that because it's not on camera. It could have been her ball. It could have touched her finger. You don't know.
If it did, and she fumbled
it hit
it.
the seat and went shooting right in his direction.
Vinny, you got anything we can show this?
I don't know. You're the one who brought up TMZ.
So anyway, did you notice the CEO who grabbed the hat from the Wimbledon or from the tennis
Similar
tournament?
thing, yeah.
Well, that guy was just, there's no defending him.
Everybody's on camera these days. You can't be doing that stuff.
But I remember waiting in line in Baltimore to get autographs, and some big names were there. All the ball players like Baltimore because it was a good hangout spot.
Beacon versus 15 is a draw.
You're going to have to YouTube it. I can't get it on
It's
this.
like 8.9
send it over.
versus 9.0. But I'll take the Russell's 15 just a touch over.
I'll see if I can YouTube it.
But
My
anyway,
connection's
so
okay.
they have, when you have something hit a seat, or you have a guy who's just came out of retirement, was who's the ball player? Eddie Murray had come back to Baltimore, and he was signing autographs. There's 200 people standing around the thing waiting for autographs, and some jerk says something to him. He says, "You know what? F all of you," and walks away. And I thought they were going to kill that guy because he was signing autographs, and the guy says something stupid, and he says, "You know what? Screw you."
Yeah.
And then everybody else was like, "Screw that guy. We love you. What are you doing?" And my point is, at ball games, there's alcohol, there's food, people are tired, it's 8 o'clock at night.
Sure.
Baseballs ricochet all over the place.
Listen, I think that both people were wrong. I think the dad was wrong, and I think the Karen was wrong. Now, what they don't want to do is make it seem like going to a baseball game is a bad thing. Don't bring your kids to a baseball game because there's a Karen or because the dad is going to grab the ball. So they kissed this kid's ass. They gave him
I saw
a
it.
game signed bat.
He went, yep.
They gave the dad an RV.
Well, that
The
was
owner of
somebody
the
else.
team,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
somebody else, like a sponsor, I forget what it was.
a
but
sponsor. He goes, "Screw that, guys. Here, have an RV."
he gave them an RV. Now, everybody's turning this viral moment into
Because
opportunity.
here's the thing, it's recruitment. That kid is going to be a Phillies fan for life.
Yeah. Now,
The kids are our future.
Do we have any concrete data on the Karen? Did she actually? Did we find out who she was? Did she act like I heard she got fired?
Oh, here's
or-
2 hours ago. Father talks about viral moment. No. Leslie Ann Kravitz, the Phillies Karen. Here's the truth about the woman. An hour ago. Here you go. Love
Vinny,
how-
I have the footage if you want to hold.
we
off
have
a
more
second.
news about the Phillies Karen than we do about
Well, do we want to do the video first?
terrorism and politics here.
You want to do the? Let's do the video first. Vinny.
Instant replay.
Put it up. I got the video.
One sec.
I have it now. This looks like a couple of different views from YouTube. Let's hope there's not spam or something in there. Here you go, Tom.
Some names were bandied. What's this?
So this is a different view. Guy runs over, grabs it. It looks like he grabs it out of her hand.
No, she
looks like he grabs it
went
with
down
no
to pick it
problem.
up, and the ball is all over the place.
Now here she is yelling at
She's
him.
probably saying, "It was near my seat. It's my ball."
Oh, she is in his face. And this guy's kind of beta on it. He's like, whatever. You know, your seat was back there.
That was my argument. He was in the row. Nobody's sitting there. The ball was coming towards him.
She's yelling at him. She's probably had a couple beers.
No, she ain't got no beer. She needs a beer.
Okay.
But who's she gonna give it to? What's she gonna do? Put it in her pants for the rest of this show? Like, what? She's got no kids.
Well, you don't know that. You can't tell from this video.
You do these things. This motivates kids to be fans. That's why we
Well,
do this.
Listen, the kid should get the ball.
Correct.
End of the story. But the dad shouldn't steal it from the Karen.
He didn't steal it. It's fair game. It's laying on the ground.
Prove it.
It's laying.
He ran way out of his seat.
It was 4 seats over.
That was a
12.
bad angle, though. There was one from like the opposite side of the stadium.
Listen,
better
I'm all
angle?
about fairness, and I'm all about judging a situation. And sometimes I
All right,
take
here, watch this one.
sometimes I take the stand from somebody
All right,
else
but watch this one.
from the wrong
Here goes
side.
the home
but
run ball. It's going to the stand. All right, boom. It
you
hits.
can't see shit from there. It was
They
his row.
dropped it.
It was his row.
They dropped it.
It was his row.
All right, hang on.
He was the closest in his
Boom.
row.
Boom. Bounces out of their hands, and the other guy grabs it.
She would have had to jump over her row to get it.
Oh,
Look
she's-
at that.
Oh, I think that guy was ready to.
He was
throw
ready
fists.
to knock her throat. Right. He was like, "What are you doing?"
I don't know. I think he stepped away. I think he went too far out of his way. Oh, here she goes. Now,
Look how visibly taken aback. He has never worked retail.
here's what I got to say. Karens, they got to be put on notice right now, right? Like
Who?
Karens.
Karen's been put on notice for the better part of a decade. People are tired of Karens.
All right, give me the Karen info. Who's this woman? Oh, look at that! Here they're giving the kid like a
So
a
they immediately
gift
came over and
package.
gave a big gift bag. Then the player found out what happened.
He signed a bat for him
He said, "Get the kid down here," and signed a bat for him. Took him in the locker room.
because you got to make baseball good for kids.
It's your future. That's who's buying your tickets tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, here he is. Here's the
Yeah.
footage of him.
I wish all my Karen experience.
This is also why I bring my kids around to sporting events because they're gonna ones gonna get the signature. They're not gonna hit some middle-aged white guy. They're gonna go after. They're gonna help the
All right,
10-year-old
you
out.
can kill my screen there. Buddy.
One of the names suggested was Cheryl Richardson Wagner's, but she
That was
issued
the first one I heard.
right. She issued a Facebook saying, "Oh my, okay, everyone, I'm not crazy Philly mom. I'm a Red Sox fan." The other name suggested was Leslie Ann Kravitz. These are all great Karen names, by the way. Besides Karen itself.
Always three names. Notice.
Well, the most interesting people have three names.
Never trust a man with two
Leslie
first names.
Ann. Leslie. Anyway, with claims circulated she was a woman in the clip. Blah blah blah. And had it was claims circulated she was a woman in the clip and had been fired from her job, Hamilton School District in Jersey. So she's a Jersey. This makes sense. Here's the truth of what happened. Oh, here we go. Oh, hold on. I have to watch an ad for 3 minutes to get the
Now,
truth.
she might be right. Okay, listen, we don't know the final details of this story. She might be right, but everybody's reacting so fast and so strong. You know,
Because she had the audacity to go over there and accost the individual and demand a ball. The normal person would be like, whatever, next time.
yeah, but the dad ran 12 seats.
She wanted to speak to that dad's manager,
Yes, exactly.
and the wife was not there.
Leslie Ann, several anonymous social media posts, blah, 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 blah. Amid Leslie Ann Kravitz's name doing the rounds, the Hammond Public Schools issued a statement denying any connection. The woman identified on social media as Philly's Karen is not and has never been an employee of Hamilton Public Schools. Holy disinformation.
Do we know who she is or not?
It
I
looks-
can't find anything.
It looks like the identity of Philly's Karen thus remains unknown.
I would
Oh.
change my name and move to Iceland, frankly.
She's probably in hiding.
So this can get scary, right? When you go viral with something.
Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
So wait, you think
It's
she,
so simple to not be
she
an
might
asshole.
be in the right though?
But Ryan, I am a different person today. See, for as much ranting and raving as I do,
Here we go again.
when it comes to actions, I'm a much easier person.
So all right, what would you have done? Would you have dashed the 12 seats to get your son a ball?
Yes,
And
and I
would
would have
you-
done. I would have done just what that guy said. You know what? Take the fucking ball. Take it. I don't give a shit. It's a ball.
You
Like,
took
look-
it out of your kid's glove though.
Look, son, this
I
is a
look at Teddy. I'd
Karen.
be like, Teddy, we'll hit up the souvenir shop. I'll get you a bunch of balls. Or and Teddy would be, he would be the same way. He'd be like, well, that sucks, but whatever.
Your son would, but that kid looked heartbroken that the ball had
Everybody's
to come out
gonna
of his
look
glove.
heartbroken, but my point is, I would have done the same thing that guy did. Exact same thing.
Hey, whistle pigs are going off.
All right.
Harris.
We're already at the doubles.
18-year old, the single barrels. Those are great.
Those are great.
They're
Those are
delicious
Those are
whiskey.
better than the 21-year or 20, whatever the hell the other one was. Although we tried that 21 Beholden again, it was better the second time than the first
I
time.
needed a minute.
It needed air.
Yeah. It's good. Single malt scotchy good.
Yes. And I'm not
For sure.
I'm not a single malt scotchy guy, and I actually enjoyed the 21-year. But these 18s I think these are underrated. It's not an Elijah Craig 18, but
And they're getting extra bids. That's why they're sitting up there for a few more seconds.
yep, they're getting clicks.
190.
So the Boss
180.
Hogs. So we've seen. Let's be real for a moment. We've seen a decline in the Boss Hog market. I'm going to be real for a moment. The 11.
Well, you've been real all day.
That's how I am. I'm an open
You're an
book.
open book.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
The 11 I didn't like. You all know 9 is one of my favorite all times.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I haven't had a lot of Boss Hogs, but 9 is delicious.
10 is all right. 11 I didn't like. 6 is great.
What's 6? I never.
That's the
had
ninja one coming up. Samurai Scientist 6th
Okay.
edition. That one's great. It's open right now. We can have it. We can go grab it if you want.
I want 6.
Let's go get 6 before the end of the show.
Bye.
It's sitting right in front and center on my dresser.
If he's got the
Bookshelf.
one with the honey mead too, that'd be swell.
So
Thanks.
you like
It's
the
my
honey
birthday.
mead? That's 10.
Yeah, it's 10.
So 10, believe it or not, was too sweet for me. It was too. There was no bourbon. It was all honey and mead.
Have you met me?
I know Mr. 99 Bananas. Yes. So the Black Prince, honestly, I haven't had. But my point is, these have actually leveled out in pricing. I know they've amped up production. I know there's 10s and 11. There's 10s and 11s sitting in stores right
Do you
now.
think it was just the bourbon influencers for a hot minute?
No, we'll see. That's a good point, Vinny. People poo-poo Whistle Pig because it's a Vermont company importing Canadian distillate. So they did some fancy finishing. They did some world-class finishing.
Thanks, you.
That's what makes them magical. Now, a lot of people don't buy into finishing. Ryan's one of them.
Moses.
He will enjoy it, but but you're a purist. You don't want third-party finishing. You want a bourbon out of an oak barrel that tastes great.
No, some finishing is good. Some finishing is overdone.
So Vinny wants the 10 because he wants the honey mead because it's super sweet.
I haven't had the Samurai Scientist in a long time, so I'm ready for.
It's very good. It's very good. Clear your palate. Have a jigger.
Do a little water.
Yes. So now I'll be honest. I've had 11, 10, 9, 6, and something else.
I think we have a bottle of 2 kicking around here, but it's not open.
No, it's not open.
Ooh, you got
You
a
can
dusty
smell
topper
the
on
honey.
this.
That's from the office.
Hell yeah.
What the 10 you're drinking?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you would love that. The
Yep.
10 is all. The 11 is a Indian drink. They get the most obscure finishing barrels I've ever heard. Half the stuff I've never heard of. But the 2 ladies that work up at Whistle Pig, they do a great job.
Can I see that bottle from the 6?
They are very popular in these parts, obviously, because they're kind of localish. But I feel like nationally, people don't pay attention.
This is delicious, Tom. This
Yeah.
is straight rye.
Six
Finishes umeshu.
It's a
barrels?
Japanese spirit of some sorts.
Yeah, Ezzy, our senior Japanese correspondent. How do you say it?
Where were you
Umeshu.
Friday?
Umeshu.
Umeshu.
You should have been on the Friday show because Tom was not nearly as
I was
unhinged as
embarrassing the
today.
American
I
population.
was scared of the.
I love Japanese people. They are great people,
Okay, do not do it today.
but they are. But the
I have a
can't. I don't
Japanese
understand their
friend.
language. All right, educate me.
When it takes 8 years to learn how to grill eel, they're doing something right.
Well, the sushi. The first thing you learn on is the egg, which I just gave you today.
Everything in Japan is an art form.
Everything.
Yes, correct. That's a way of living.
That's
You know?
what I love about them is post World War II. I forgot who the guy was. He had a speech, and they said that they vowed to be the best at whatever it is they're doing, and they do that. They take everything seriously, whether it's a bottle of brown water or it's a car or whatever. They make it
what
and
kind
do
of
it right.
cars do I drive, Tom?
Well, everybody over there has a purpose.
Everybody has a
They-
purpose.
And
Everybody.
they work their entire lives fulfilling that purpose. That's
Yes.
why you'll see the 100-year-old grannies and grandpas over there running their family business,
Mm-hmm.
cooking.
And then when they're no good, they throw them off a mountain.
No, they don't.
Ryan, that was like pre-samurai. Okay, all right.
to Godzilla, I
Yeah.
No, they throw grandma off the mountain.
They do not throw grandma
They-
off the mountain. Who are you, Tom?
Listen, they have honor, they have integrity, they have pride in what they do, and that is something that this country needs to get back to.
Ubasute. It is a thing in Japan, abandoning an old woman.
Oh my
It's
god!
a mythical practice of practicing.
And the old woman insisted on it because she had pride and integrity. Says, there's an entire Eastern Europe. If somebody gets sick, they do not tell the family. There's a lot of suicide in Eastern Europe because if they become sick, they do not want to be a burden on the family. And this is the same concept.
It's similar. It's also folklore. I'm making
probably.
a joke. It's not racist, Vinny. You don't have to go there.
I'm glad if someone else is being called racist besides me.
Yeah, really. No, it's a concept. It's not an actual thing. However, my mother goes, when I'm no good, just throw me off the mountain. And I go, Mom, I'm not going to throw you off the mountain.
We need her in the front.
There's so many people I would throw off a mountain before your mother.
That's Vinny. You took the words out of my mouth. There's so many other people that deserve to be thrown off a mountain besides Ryan's. I don't even want to call her elderly. How old is your mother?
She's going to hit 70, I think, soon.
That's
Wonderful
it.
heaven is missing an angel of a woman.
Yeah, no, my mother's great. Listen, there's nothing racist about talking about that. It's okay. We can discuss a concept without, generalizing an entire people like the Canadians, like Tom did.
A boot.
Hey, I got family that could be listening right now.
Okay. Well, all 12 of the people listening are probably not your family.
And it's true. They're up there. They are very good and have great values. They're just
good. Only 40 lots left, Tom.
We're
selling some wild turkey.
You
now.
want me to fill the time with racist talk or what?
No, we don't. That's the point. Last wild turkey, rare breed, barrel proof.
Is that a dusty? That's old, isn't it?
It's a semi-dusty. It's a previous
99?
bottle design. Yeah.
That's slightly dusty.
Closing right now. Sold. That did well. 300 something.
I like that bottle. I like the label.
We got one Wilderness Trail, and then we're on to Willets.
So the Willett family estates are fantastic. The 9, the 8, the 10, the purple top, green top, they're all fantastic. Would you believe this? I've never actually had the 4-year, which is available in most stores.
The 4-year has a wild variance in retail price.
Is it single barrel product?
No. I
No,
think
small
it's,
batch.
I think it's batched, yeah.
So some of my favorite ones to pop open are the Willett family estates that are 5+ years.
The 4-year is delicious. It's a great whiskey. The rye.
I prefer what's the purple top? Bourbon. I actually like the bourbons better.
Yeah.
And actually, the old Fitzgerald decanters, the bourbon. I started off this world liking ryes, and actually, I have a deeper appreciation for the bourbons. Maybe it was a natural progression of things, but
rye has a very straight curve to it, right?
well, there's a rye bite that some people don't like.
But when it gets older, it mellows.
Yes.
It gets complex.
But rye is better in my opinion, that 8 to 12-year range is a premium rye. Bourbons, it's like that 15, 16-year. That seems to be a sweet spot.
It depends on the bourbon, right? So there's some barrels, there's some distillates that don't make it to 15 years or 16 years. They get over oaked, whether they're using too new of a barrel, they're using a distillate that doesn't hold up to it, or they're warehousing. The rick houses don't support that cycling. So in certain places, certain climates, like they've tried to do whiskey in like upper Michigan, right?
Well, it did, not Heaven Hill. Heaven's Door did the Minnesota wheat. That was I liked a lot.
I think the wheat came from Minnesota, but I don't know if it was aged there.
Good point.
You check into it.
Hey,
But okay, and then they try to do bourbon in Florida. They try to do bourbon in Texas, and strange things happen in the heat of Texas with constant heat. Not a lot of cycling,
wood mulch.
but I've had good and challenging whiskeys from Texas.
I like Texas.
Some of that Texas whiskey is only 2-3 years old. Like the Garrison Brothers, some of it's dark brown.
I had
it's a couple years
I
old.
had a barrel pick from Total Wine or something, and I tried it. I almost spit it out, like literally.
I've had some that was so heavy on the cocoa and the chocolate powder taste that I was like, wow.
So we talk about Beacon having a little bit of a bite. It was like that times 100.
It's young, but it's the I think it's called cogeners or flavonoids, whatever happens in the barrel. It's like accelerated in Texas because it's just a floor rick house. Everything's done on the ground floor, and it just bakes.
So the Heaven's Door is aged up there.
It's aged in where? Minnesota?
7-year-old wheated bourbon shaped by the wild extremes of the North Country. So I'm assuming they're aging it in Minnesota.
Well, there's
Aged in
Minnesota is
sweltering summers and sub-zero winters, small batch, blah, 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 sweet and spicy. That's a perfect example. Homesick Blues has a deep, rich hue. I think Heaven's Door has a lot of underrated, underappreciated products.
I haven't had a bad Heaven's Door anything.
Right.
And their approach is multifaceted. So when they approach a whiskey, and it could be a bourbon, it could be an American whiskey, it could be a blended whiskey. Bless you.
Bless you.
Their approach is that they're just trying to make a quality product, put it out under their brand and their label. I think they're a non-distilling producer. I think that whatever they bottle
They're
comes
another
from
finisher.
other places. Yeah, but they're doing it in a way that's delicious. Their brand always equals something good. So you can get it, you can buy it. You're usually happy with the result. Bless you. And now they're
Never had enough.
have you ever had any of the expensive ones? What's the bootleg?
So the bootleg, I had the bootleg rye.
I never tried any of them.
Good. But
But
not
they're like $500 to $1,000 a bottle.
not that good.
Okay, so you're saying what you tasted out of there, you'd rather have a...
A Beacon or a Russell's.
Okay, here, I'll mute your mic. There we go. Tom's blowing his nose, so I completely killed his mic.
So by the way, Zyrtec is great stuff. I got
I should have beeped him.
There you go.
Everybody thought he was swearing.
When I sneeze, it turns into a swear. Or just stop talking. It doesn't work because I hear the beep through.
Oh, we're doing the wine right now. We're on 8:51. We're almost done. We're in the home stretch here.
BV, good stuff.
Aside from the ranting, I thought it was a pretty good show.
It was. It's amazing how we can sit here and chat for hours, and I could do it for even longer.
But should you, though?
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very colorful conversation.
Ezzy, where were the comments coming in from about, you said somebody was complaining about learning about whiskey? Where was this? Is that on Insta?
That is on Facebook.
On Facebook. Okay.
What they want to learn about whiskey? What's a good source for learning about whiskey, Ryan? Honestly, that's a good question, actually.
All right. So
if you're a newbie, but you want to get into it,
The gist of this.
if you're a newbie and you want to learn about whiskey, most people start with
Reddit.
social media for the internet. But if you actually want to learn facts, the truth, you got to read some books, man. I know you don't like paper books.
No, that's not fair. I do, but I get the same info a lot faster through modern means.
Are there pictures of naked chicks in it?
That would help. There's also, I think there's a couple stores in the area too that are doing whiskey tasting and whiskey lessons, 101
Worldwide
classes.
Beverage does tastings.
Worldwide Taylor, I think, is doing
Worldwide does them all the
classes.
time.
Yep, and I think that's a great start and a good time too. By the way, bring your friend, bring your girlfriend, go have a good time, taste some whiskey.
I feel like most girlfriends are exhausted with the whiskey hobby.
So when I brought my wife up to Whistle Pig tasting room, there was a lot of, oh man, that's because she's used to RTDs and RTSs.
Sure.
She commented that the 15-year was the best one. Ironically, that was the third out of the four that we were tasting. So I think the first two numbed the palate, and then she was able to actually taste something on the 15. But
Just a couple lots left. I'll say this. My wife will nose and take a small taste of whatever I have open. She's got a great nose. And
most women do. Women have better noses than men.
She will come in and go, "Oh, I smell this or that." And then she takes a taste. And if it's a high proof, she winces.
Yes.
But she likes Fortaleza, as he knows. She likes the Penelope Peach Old Fashioned pre-made.
Mm-hmm. Did you try that black walnut one yet?
No.
Oh.
Excuse me. I've seen it in stores, but I know that Chrissy likes a little bit sweeter. So
The peach is quite sweet.
I tried it. It's okay. It's good.
I had
Like
the
if you want a
Penelope
peach
Havana
old-fashioned?
finally.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like it. It was too sweet.
Wait, the newer one?
The Havana. There's the Rio, which is cinnamon
Yeah.
graham crackers, and the
But
Havana is maple
Havana's our
syrup bomb.
batch 2 or 3 or something. Released
Right,
2
but
or
it's a
3.
maple syrup bomb.
Okay, too much.
Yeah.
Well, some people like. You know what? If you put it on ice, and
I think that's what it needs. It needs ice.
I'm sorry to say this. I know whiskey purists will kind of poo-poo what I'm saying, but you put a cube or 2 in something, and it changes what you're drinking.
Absolutely. Between letting it sit and then throwing either water or ice cube in there, even just the temperature.
Oh, last couple lots.
Even
Do
the
not
temperature.
Let that British man, Scotch man, find out you said that.
Oh.
When it was, and throw it away.
Yeah. Say hello. Throw it.
Hello, how are you?
We should get that
And
guy as a
throw it
guest
away.
on here.
Isn't he just an actor?
No,
No, I think he was legit.
he
He's
makes
legit?
the rounds on like all the things.
Really?
I think he's legit.
All right. Well, we got to pay for airfare if we're going to fly him in.
Why don't we should take a trip to we should take a trip to different areas and do happy hours and auctions in different areas.
All right. Fine. It's
He's
on
gonna
your dime.
Throw all our booze on the ground.
That's an auction, everybody. We're done. We made it all the way through.
Ryan, do we have any closing remarks? Invoices and shipping. I see this shipping. Please.
Did we resolve the scheduling thing, Vinny?
Oh no, I'll do that right after.
Oh
right.
Jesus, Mary
All right,
and
get that
Joseph.
going.
Nobody's got their invoices yet.
Bullshit.
They
They're already
do.
paid.
Oh, they do.
They have them in the app. So
We went over this in the beginning how you could pull the
Do you want
billing
me to
tab.
like juggle Ez and the computer
Yes.
and
Yes.
physically
All right.
juggle everything?
let's get the
need to
let's get the
juggle me.
scheduling link up. We'll get that going, and then I
It's
think
already
that's
in
it.
the invoices, FYI. So the scheduling link is there, but there's no availability.
Oh,
We're working on it.
There will be.
So Vinny's gonna post haste that. Please be patient.
Yeah, give us a minute.
We will get everything out to you. The shipping guys will be ready. If you need people are listening, or we have buyers that are buying every auction and get the
I got
drill.
a lot of emails. Yeah.
So if you just reply back to the invoice email and say, "Hey, shipping, please," it will
Yeah.
add
All
shipping.
the emails are going. Oh, the link for ship pickup doesn't work.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
But yes, you know the drill. If you are brand new,
Give us a minute.
Give us a minute. Have no problem. Call us if you want on Monday.
They're asking for shipping, so we're good.
Yeah, they know the drill, and it's we'll get it done. The whiskey bros are far easier going than the gun guys. I'll say that much.
All right. Thank you for if you've made it to this point, you've listened way too long, and
God bless you.
we just want to say thank you for staying with us so long. And that's it. That's a show. That's
This was just like a birthday at home, like my family getting drunk around the table, arguing about politics.
Hey, drink responsibly.
goodbye, everybody. We'll see you
Bye.
on Happy Hour next week.
Yep.
Peace.
See you then.